Welcome to the stream, guys. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a quick minute since we've had a Total War stream here on the channel. As such, we're jumping in with a best of three. So today's stream is going to be 3 best of 3 showdowns. I will be playing in the first one against King of the Dead, and then let's go ahead and take a look at the thumbnail once again. We have Anticity vs. Zero and Crabbling vs. Grom Brindle. So certainly should be quite a bit of fun. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Next head-to-head campaign, not sure. I think Spartacus and I might actually do one this week. Italian said he wanted to, so I think we'll do it maybe like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. We're not sure, but no guarantees, but I'll try my best to make it happen. Oh yes, the con campaign. That will be going up today. I have another one set to go up, I think at 1 or 2 p.m. So like just as this stream probably comes to an end, there will be another episode going up, which should be quite a bit of fun. Yes, it is good. What is best in life? We'll find out. So the first round today is going to be me versus King of the Dead. So let's go ahead and jump into that lobby. Let me pull it on back. Should be fun. I actually just finished playing in a big old tournament yesterday. It was basically a tournament between content creators, so YouTubers, various folks like that. So we just finished playing that yesterday. So that'll be going up on the channel. First round will go up tomorrow. So now let's load back in here. We have the dreaded screen blocker. Yes, it is here. It is time. Let us do it. The blocker is here. Tremble and despair, mortals. Your doom has come. All right, so for the first one, yes, King said don't forget the screen blocker. Now this is good because he's here, and also he can, notify me if there are issues because I believe he's in chat as well. So I will go Dwarfs and ban. I don't mind if he plays Tomb Kings into Dwarves. I'm trying to think about other matchups that I wouldn't want to play. Obviously, you have to ban Skaven. You don't really have a choice there. And for the other ban, let's see, what else do we want to ban here? I mean, I know people don't like the High Elf matchup. I don't feel terrible about it. I also don't like playing Vampire Counts here. And now Vampire Counts isn't like a super good ban. There's like worse matchups for the Dwarves in my opinion, but based on what King is good at, I think I'm going to ban the Counts. Ban Skaven and Counts. Now, I mean, we're going to do that. Now, normally I wouldn't ban Counts. Normally I would probably ban like High Elves or something like that. But in this case, I don't mind Greenskins that much. I think it's pretty doable. And again, you kind of ban to the strengths of your opponent, right? So I'm going to go Dwarves, banning Skaven and Counts. You have to ban Skaven, though. Otherwise, if you're playing an equally skilled opponent, you're just going to get Shreks pretty hard. Oh, never mind. I mean, well, he's going to go. Yeah, that's fine. He's going Norsca. Oh, God. He's yelling Norsca angrily at me. All right, so we got the blocker up. The blocker is here. So King is, he's really good at all the undead factions, and then Norsca is pretty much his other go-to pick here. So we'll start picking our army, and we'll get started here in just a minute. Should be a jolly old time for all. Welcome to the stream, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Very happy to be here, that's for sure. These are always a good old jolly time. Now, we're going to pick the army, of course. You guys will be able to see it once we do load into the game. Granted, you can probably see what I'm clicking on, more or less. So that's fine. We are on a relatively... I mean, there's a little bit of a tree line and some rocks for him to hide behind. So it's not like a map that's truly solid for... He could have Feral Manticores. He probably will. Manticores certainly can be pretty damn strong in this matchup. We're going to want to get some Slayers. Do I want a Cannon Piece or something like that? Probably a couple Longbeards with great weapons. Those guys always do the trick. An Organ Gun is really tempting. Flame Cannon's alright, but really the infantry for Norsca aren't the issue in this matchup. It's the chariots, it's the monsters, it's the big, thick boys. So that's why gyrocopters can be a little bit alluring. Granted, if there are manticores flying overhead and causing problems, it can be tricky. Do we go for the gyros? Tough decisions here. Tough. Turin looks like he's a middle-aged Sparty. Yeah, you're talking about the blocker. Yeah, it's really good. It's pretty disturbing for sure. Yeah, I will be doing some, whenever they release a Lord of the Rings mod for Bannerlord, I'll probably be covering that. I'm very excited to. Very, very excited. So it's going to be Dwarves versus Norsca. It looks like King's ready. He's trying to send a message. He's like, I'm ready. Bring it on. Now, how do we want to deal with that? Bring a couple of these. Then we can get some of those guys. Yeah, that's fine. Get you guys here. And then we can get more of you. Now, do we really have enough to defend? I think so. I think we're okay. All right, let's lock you down. Ready. All right, so we got a 2-spend, which is good. It's not perfect. It's not bad either. But I'll take it. Alright guys, here we go. Game 1 against King of the Dead. Probably gonna get... I just woke up, so probably gonna get swept pretty good, but that's okay. You know, it's always fun to play, and obviously you guys like to see the Dowie, so we gotta do it to it. So of course I'll do the first picks and bans here. King for the next game will do the same thing. I haven't played this matchup in some time. A little bit different than my normal build, but I'm just kind of experimenting. And today's stream, really the point is to kind of practice for a tournament. So we get some players who want to, obviously there's no tourneys going on today, so they can come on, they can practice, they can do their thing. So should be fun. All right, so let me go ahead and get rid of the screen blocker. Going to minimize and get that before it's too late. All right. Hey, Senior, everything's going very, very well. So yeah, basically it's a pretty standard Dwarven army. We have Longbeards in the front because they're just such a good anchor piece. Longbeards are just so beast mode. So cost effective for what they do. 4 Thunders is the one thing I'm a little bit on the fence about. I think 3 might be the sweet spot, but we're going to go for 4 here. Just really try and pound out the chariots and some of those other things. Also, since Norsca really likes to like do staggered like boats and kind of wind spells and things like that, we're going to stagger our missile formation a little bit. I know it looks really ugly, but basically we're doing this so we can avoid, you know, boats and pendulums and things like that. And you can see we kind of have slayers mixed throughout the army as well. Very good. Miners with blasting charges will secure the flanks, which I know that sounds a little bit questionable, but they do an okay job getting run over. And we'll put Gromby right in the middle. He can kind of dart either direction. We have 2 gyrocopters to blast chariots. And if he has manticores, I know it's a little bit scary, but basically my school of thought is I can fall back and use my gun line to take out the manticores and rampage them, and then the gyrocopters can run free. And if the manticores are chasing the gyros, that's, you know, less manticores in my main line, which is kind of what I'm thinking here. Obviously, King loves his hounds. There's always going to be Norscan warhounds or other trolling units. Good luck, have fun, he says. All right, good luck, have fun, dude. Good luck, have fun. Yes, it is time. Yeah, I have Jesus hair. I do. That is not an accurate picture. Yeah. All right. So let's do it to it. He said he was ready, so we're going to get the gyros. We'll go 2 and 3. All right, so obviously King of the Hounds has his hounds in position, so we're going to kind of square up here. We'll send the gyros out, and let's, yeah, so 2 manticores, no surprise there. So yeah, I mean, if we can distract the manticores and kind of kite them a little bit, I'll be quite happy with that. Basically, against King, if you could stop his hound play, you're usually going to be not okay, but you're going to have decent chances. So 2 and 3, so we're going to obviously need a split here because the manticores can chase us 1-to-1. We are faster than the manticores, so he has the Soul Crusher. All right, that's going to be quite scary. Kind of squaring up to make his hounds have to take the long haul here. So let's go ahead and shoot here. If we can rip a volley here, and these guys can do that as well. Just kind of pull them back. There we go. A couple shots into the manticore. I will take that. It's going to be a little bit micro-intensive, but again, I do have slayers everywhere. So scoot and shoot. We have the speed advantage. Gyrocopters are quicker. So let's kind of keep squaring up here. I want to make sure we keep a really nice angle on his forces. Shoot this one. Shoot this one for a second. Rip those shots, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Shake and bake. Any damage we can get on these mighty feral beasts is a good thing. More importantly, if we can rampage them, we can pretty much pull them to their doom here. So let's pull you guys back. Now we have some guns in range here. So we can actually start ripping some shots. And the hounds are coming around the flank, but we have plenty of protection. We should be okay. Very good. So the manticore is taking a pounding here. And now we can start shooting at the Soul Crusher. The Soul Crusher is pretty good because it actually, it has, what's it called? It has an ability that can mitigate incoming damage. Shoot the Bale Fiend here if we can. Take down the Big Mammoth. Get the shots going, get the Marauders fighting here, and we can get Gromby going there as well. Very good. All right, so here comes the Hounds. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit of a threat, but it's okay. We have plenty of troops in reserve. We just need to punish the big old Mammoth where we can. Mammoth is going to be an issue. Let's smoke bomb that hoe right there, lock him down. And send you guys in to deal with this Manticore and get you guys shooting right here. Very good. So now the Hounds are coming in. It's fine. We can get the Slayers to rotate. The Hounds won't do too much damage to us too quickly. And the Longbeards are now fighting in the front line, which is good. All right, so that's going. Let's see if we can dodge that Pendulum there. Get you guys shooting here and get the Slayers running in there. And Gromby can do his thing as well. Gyros are doing good damage. I think we just focus down the Soul Crusher is the right idea. Get the Slayers kind of running over here. He's obviously going to pressure there where he can, and it seems like for the most part we have secured that position. So let's keep shooting here. Shoot here, pull these guys back to deal with the Hounds. And get these miners throwing blasting charges right here. Pull these guns back there. Good, all right. So we've broken that pocket. The Mammoth is getting a little bit low. His Chariot's certainly still doing some good work. Let's see if we can charge in here. We need to bring down the Soul Crusher. If we don't, like, that's going to be just really dicey for sure. Pull back these Dwarven guns, and good. We've gotten the kill box there, which is great. And yeah, just keep shooting the big boy there. I think that's got to be the play. Ground Battles No Fear, we'll use that right now to kind of keep everybody going happily. And this is a dream situation. The Manticores rampage into Slayers. Very good. So over here, let's pull you guys back, get the Slayers kind of rotating, pull you guys in. Blasting charges will be going on Berserkers in just a moment. And Slayers, let's see if we can kite back. We don't want Slayers fighting Berserkers. That's a horrible situation. All right, reform ranks. Reform ranks here. Get the Dragonback Slayers and Gromby over here as well. These gun pieces can shoot into the Manticore. And how are we shooting into the Mammoth? A little bit obstructed, it looks like. Pull these guys back, dodge that Pendulum if we can. Blasting charge is doing a good job, but yeah. Nice attacks by him so far. He's been doing some pretty good damage. Gyros are doing okay. And once if we can break that Manticore, we can actually then chase it off the battlefield using the gyrocopters as well. Have you guys swarm over here. Looks like we have some Slayers there. So let's see if we can rotate and get you miners going over there. Very good. All right, so the gun's back. We have some guns online here, but it looks like he's doing a pretty good job tying down a lot of our guns. We do have a splash bomb here, so let's go ahead and slow his roll a little bit. See if we can get those guys back. We have a ton of Slayers. Might just come down to that, honestly, at the end. And blasting charges. Yeah, we don't have any blasting charges at the moment. Balefiend's a little bit low. And the Mammoth should be going down here. The Gyrocopter should be able to finish it with Grombrindle. Come on, White Dwarf. Show us what you're made of. Guard mode. Shoot here. It looks like, yeah, he's leaving a lot of his chariots in combat with Slayers, which is good. So we should be able to target those guys down. Gromby's having some problems though versus this guy. We need to pull this one away. It looks like that's what he's targeting here. Let's kite. And the Manticores are coming back, which is a little bit of a problem. See if we can shoot here. Very good. And the Mammoth is running off the battlefield. Oh, the Mammoth is gone, I guess. No, it's not. It's right here. Okay. It's like, where'd that Mammoth go? You need to take that beast down. Pull here. Gyrocopters can do a bombing run here. And the Mammoth is broken. So let's get one Gyrocopter to go chase it, if we can. Pull you guys over here. And we have some Dwarven guns online. We can hopefully take out those Berserkers if we can. So let's get you guys down here to clean up these Marauders. And the Mammoth needs to get chased down for sure. So we're going to chase it with the Gyrocopter. These guns are back online, so let's actually take out the Chariots. Those are the real issues. Yeah, we'll shoot where we can. And let's see if we can catch those guys. Very good. All right, so the Mammoth won't come back. We have some Longbeards. Slayers should be able to catch those guys. The last of our guns are being taken out, but hopefully not before they do some damage here. Gromby can go there as well. And obviously the Slayers. We don't want the Slayers to be the initial impact, so we just pull them back once they engage. And let the miners and the other troops kind of do the heavy lifting there. I think he's actually in a pretty good state of shape right now. This Gyrocopter chasing off the Mammoth is pretty good. We also have the Manticore kind of crowd over there. So now we can pull these Slayers around, pull these Slayers around. We have any Longbeards? Yeah, they're a little bit out of position, huh? We'll bring these guys around the back. And hopefully those gun units do come back. I think he's got this. It's been a really, really close game, but I think with his Chariot still being here, it's going to be a little bit scary. All right, Dragonback Slayers can come here. Okay, so he's going for Hunter of Champions, so we go here, and we Flash Bomb. All right, so he's going to be slowed into a bunch of Slayers now, so hopefully we can karate chop him a little bit. Claps right here, and we'll pull these guys back, and oh man, if we could have gotten those Thunders on, that would have been really, really nice. All right, so we're fighting here. He also has the Balefiend. Balefiend's no joke. We are crumping down this position somewhat well. Slayers are in the back. The Gromby needs to win this fight, otherwise we're just in huge trouble. All right, so that Manticore is just Shadow Realming, so let's see if we can just pull past it here. All right, let's go over here, see if Dragonback Slayers can hunt this guy down. And we can't seem to break that pocket of troops. Dragonback Slayers are really nasty, though. They'll definitely do some work. Gromby, we need you to win this, buddy. We need the Gyrocopter back, too. There's some Longbeards heading this way. Okay, looks like we got some good damage there. What do we still have fighting up here? Just Slayers? Okay. Gun pieces are coming back. You're coming back. Gromby's going for the kill on some of the Chariots here. We have 12 Dragonback Slayers left. Let's see if we can get them like over here. The slow is really useful, so I don't want to just lose them, basically. Wolfric's very, very low as well. And the Gyro can come in and just start shooting at Wolfric, basically. Alright, let's get you guys on the Balefiend. You guys here. Longbeards come after the Berserkers. Yeah, the Manticore coming in is going to be really, really scary. Gromby gets run over a little bit, which is tough. And thankfully the Manticore does miss. See if he can take this down. He's going to have to be the hero for sure. All right, Wolfric is going to get shot now by the big boy, so the Brimstone gun should be able to put some hurt on him. That Manticore, though, is so painful. See if we can finish Wolfric. Yeah, Gromby's broken. That's unfortunate. We still have a lot of infantry, though, coming in. Okay, Wolfric's down. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be enough. He has just a couple things left. We should have been able to get those Manticores earlier. All right. Pull these guys back. Oh, no, the Manticore. I don't think we can get it. No, man. He got it. GG. GG, well played. That was a really, really good game. A close one, actually. What did we do wrong? I'm trying to think. What the biggest issue. I guess letting our gun line kind of get collapsed on that flank and not finishing off the Manticores. We finished the Mammoth, push off the Manticores initially. We were in pretty good shape in the Bounce of Power, but in the end, he did a really good job staying tenacious and keeping his chariots, like getting all the gun pieces offline. It was really, really close. GG, well played. The Gyro did still have some bombs, that's true. I guess I could have used those, but the issue at that point was more so the... yeah, Gromby needed to get those chops on. It was a good game. It was a really good game. King played a very, very solid Norscan performance. So now let's go ahead and update the scorecard here. Let's do it to it. There you go. And let's jump on over. GG, well played. So, your turn, brother. Let's get the picks going. We'll do a little bit of a River Amixon. So King will either pick, he'll either go Tomb Kings here or he'll go, which is good. Tomb Kings would be his best choice. Yes, correct. Because if he goes Tomb Kings, Dwarves are my counter against Tomb Kings usually, so I don't have that now. So he has a pretty good option. Let me get the screen blocker up. Maybe getting some Troll Hammers could have been better too. Hard to say. Yeah, the Manticores, we had them broken really early. Like they rampaged into... No, I don't think we had too many missiles. I think I just did a poor job executing some of the pursuits. Like I had the Gyros, I had the Manticores broken. I should have been chasing them off the battlefield for sure. Okay, so he's going Tomb Kings and he's banning Skaven and Vampire Coast, which is fine. Those are two of my better factions for sure. Now, who do we want to pick? I'm not terribly good at like Dark Elves and things like that. I could go Vampire Counts. Vampire Counts have a pretty hard matchup here, though, in my experience. Empire is always a decent one. But the thing is, I'm not a great Empire player. I'm okay. Beastmen, I think it's basically giving him a free counter there. And let's see, who do we want to play here? Oh my god, I have some funny ideas for sure. Skaven and Vampirates. We could play Norsca. Again, my best factions, though, are Skaven, Vampirates, Dwarves, and Greenskins. But Greenskins aren't terribly... I don't like this matchup for Greenskins either. So I think my options on the table are Dark Elves, Empire. Warriors of Chaos can be okay. You can use like Archaon and Burning Head and get some decent AP values. But again, I don't like that one too much. I could go for a Tomb King's Mirror. That could be pretty ridiculous as well. So Empire is something I'm thinking about here. Sigmar calls. Sigmar calls. We're going to go Empire. It's been a while since I played them. Hey, King, you better not be stream sniping me, bro. I see you over there. We're going to move that a little bit bigger. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Empire. Now, guys, the Greenskins would be pretty rough. Tomb Kings have a good matchup there. They could just use the DJ Kotep staff to like make sure you can't cast your goodies, and things get really, really nasty for sure. So that would just be like not smart at all. Is map okay for you? I just want to make sure he likes the map before we go. Obviously, since I can just pick the maps, I want to make sure he's happy with it. Sounds good. All right, so let's go ahead and shake and bake and get this army going. We got choices here, guys. Choices, choices, choices. Now, I wonder how King will play this. Probably a ton of Nehekar Horsemen, all that kind of good stuff. The Elector Counts have been summoned V-Claw. Yeah, my faction... I'm okay at Empire, so don't expect too much, though, guys. I'm probably going to lose this, but I'll try my best, for sure. No War Wagons. We're trying to... He's playing his best faction, and he's clearly not memeing about. We can't do the War Wagons. Stop it. Stop it, guys. No War Wagons. All right, so let's get you guys. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. I should just bring the campaign exclusive units, like the Emperor's Wrath steam tank and all that kind of stuff. That would be so funny. Oh my god. That would be really, really funny. All right, so we got that, which is fine. We got you guys, all is well in the realm. I wonder how King will play this. There's a couple ways to kind of go about this. There are certainly a couple ways to go about this. Could try those guys out. They might not be bad, actually. Might not be bad, my friends. Oh no, he has a 0 spend. That's over. GG. I wonder if King will use like caskets here. I don't think so. The caskets seem a little bit memey. Get you guys. Get you guys. I think this build is okay. It's lacking in some departments for sure. But, yeah, I don't know. What's my weakness here? A pretty decent little front line there, perhaps. Plenty of crowd clearing, that's for sure. Although, I don't know. Hey, thank you guys for the donations coming in hot from Italian Spartacus, Spencer Galland, and Jacob. Thank you so much. Double steam tank. Dude, I don't know about that, man. Yeah, Volkmar isn't terrible here, but he's not like great versus the constructs. Like, I don't think the fight versus infantry is like what I really struggle with here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I have some schemes. I have some schemes for sure. I'm sure King does as well. King will probably be using a lot of Nehekar Horsemen and other stuff like that. They're really, really solid in this matchup. Just as kind of like a battlefield control piece. Got you guys. Almost want to get some like better stuff here. Yeah, let's get you guys. It's so expensive, goodness gracious. Can't quite get that good spend I'm looking for here. Okay, that looks good. Oh, is he not on anything there? All right. Got to just change up my list a little bit here. Cut you guys and cut you guys. I am tempted to bring a war wagon. I must admit, it's really, really tempting, but I don't know how well that's going to go. All right, that's fine. So expensive. It is so darn expensive. Yes, we need that for sure. All right, looking good. I think we're just about ready. We're almost ready to party. One of you guys. Feels a little bit dicey. Okay. This build's a little bit wonky, but I think it has some teeth. I will struggle with certain things, for sure, but for the most part, I think it's okay. Hey, what's up, Bronco? Hope you're doing well. Oh, you guys want the dreaded steam tanks. Yes. Yes, Luminarch is actually not like an absolute joke in this matchup. It's really not terrible. All right, that looks fine. I think we're okay. It's certainly a bit of a micro-intensive build is my only concern. I'm trying to think what I brought last time that worked really well against Tomb Kings. It's been so long since I played this matchup. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, let's do it. We're good. We're good. Let's see how this goes. Oh, man. Can the Emperor carry us into the sunset? This is, you know, kind of the purpose of the stream, basically practicing factions you're not necessarily great at. You know, that's my one biggest weakness in tournaments is that I can play Vampire Coast, Skaven, Dwarves, pretty much with anyone, but if I get forced into my off factions, I tend to have some tough times. And you can never go wrong with Sigmar, that's for sure. You know, it's all about that Sigmar life. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of the screen blocker. And here we go. Oh my god, WoW wagons, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? So, a bit of a shrouded map, certainly not bad for King of the Dead ambushes. But as far as army goes, we got Franz, we have some Empire Knights, we have Hammer the Witches. Hammer the Witches can do some work for sure. This bad boy thumps. It thumps hard. King will obviously send some Carrion or something on top of it to try and, you know, get it down. So, Carrion will leave some flagellants back there. That's fine. All right, great. So let's set up the front line. Front line's going to be the Sigmar Sons, and then what else do we have? Some Spearmen. You don't need much against like Tomb King's infantry, to be honest. Like even like baseline state troops do pretty well. All right, so let's get you guys. What else do we have over here? Okay, so we can get these two. Yeah, that's fine. And the Flagellants can go here, and the Spearmen can kind of lurk in the shadows here. Front line is not what wins matchups here for the Empire, in my opinion. We got a Warrior Priest. He's really good with the Soulfire Bombardment. Hammer the Witches can be back here with some Flagellants, kind of ready to fend off King's harass. He's probably going to have some Nehekar Horsemen or something like that. My one concern with this army is it's a little bit micro-intensive. And obviously there's a lot of stuff to control, so if I'm, you know, suboptimal in that respect, then we're going to be in some trouble. Alright, so we have some Empire Knights. I think obviously having them in separate groups is good. Pistoliers can be 3. Grenade Launchers can be 4. Grenade Launchers are actually really, really solid against like lightly armored Tomb King stuff. For now, we'll put them in 5, but as the battle does go on, we can split the love. We'll put the Warrior Priest with them as well in case we get forced into a big, ugly fight. We'll put you guys back here, actually, in a bit of an ambush. Put them in 6, and we get that in 7. Alright, so these guys are just going to be chilling back here in case he has like some sort of an ambush. They can come out and potentially catch some of those Nehekar Horsemen. And we'll put you guys actually over here. There we go. 8. Too many control groups, I say. Alright, great. So the Hammer of the Witches will be able to shoot pretty quick here. So let's go ahead and scoot that up. So we got Franz, we got the Pistoliers, Pistoliers, and Grenade Launchers. And then we have our mobile Goon Squad here, which will be pretty nice. And very good. Alright, ready. He says I'm done for because of his 0 spend. Oh no, the drama is here. Alright, so no pressure from the flanks or anything like that. He does have Ushabti Great Bows, which our Hammer of the Witches should be pretty good against. So let's pull these guys back into the tree line here. It's only a matter of time before King pounces with his dreaded freaking what's it called? Nehekar Horsemen. They're coming for me, so we're just gonna pull back. There's no point in like giving him free Ushabti Great Bow targets. Looks like he does have a Bone Giant as well. Interesting. Okay. The cannon will start shooting. Should be able to take out some Great Bows for sure. Go here. Let's kind of work our way through the tree line here. We're going to leave these other guys in reserve for now. And the cannon is shooting. Is it? Yes, it is. It should be. I definitely felt like I should have brought more AP. In this case, though, we gotta start harassing a little bit. We have some Empire Knights in reserve. It doesn't seem like he's trying to sneak back here or anything, so... Alright, so the Ushabti Great Bows are taking a bit of a pounding, which is good. We're going to harry this position. We're not going to get like too aggressive, but basically we're just going to go in with the Grenade Launchers and get the Pistoliers to come, you know, shoot at some of the Ushabti Great Bows for a moment. And the Hammer of the Witches is shooting. King's falling back with his Ushabti Great Bows, which we haven't killed any yet, which is unfortunate. So let's pull in Franz. Let's get the Pistoliers to go shoot at Homeboy here, and we can pull you guys over here. So Empire Knight Squad, let's have you guys intercept these horsemen here. Let's pull back. And see if we can lure him into the trap. Yes, good, come. Franz could go for it, but yeah, we'll just kind of turn around and shoot a little bit. Great, so the Hammer of the Witches doing its thing. Franz needs to go start hammering on this Bone Giant to make sure we don't lose our cannons. And I'm not seeing any other kind of aggressive mobility from him here. So let's run the Grenade Launchers into the tree line. Pistoliers into the trees as well. Certainly a bit of a scary situation, but Franz can come in pretty hard. Franz thumps. He doesn't mess her about. And yeah, his Great Bows are taking a lot of damage. Galmraz here, because he's going the other direction, which is fine. So let's go ahead and pull back this way. Franz needs to start thumping on this Giant for sure. Because we took a lot of damage from that Great Bow volley. That was really, really nasty. The Empire Knights can turn around and take the engagement. I think we're okay with that. Alright, so we got this. Let's pull back. One Great Bow unit is almost all gone. Oh man, Franz, he's not running. Okay, come on, Franz. You don't want to get caught in the ground there. So we'll go here with the Warrior Priest, and we'll use the Soulfire Bombardment. It doesn't look like he's going to take that engagement. Franz needs to pull back. Yep. Hammer of the Witches has pretty much fully punished those guys. So let's go ahead and switch onto them. And now we can use the Soulfire Bombardment here. Man, we really just got wrecked in that department, huh? So let's pull back. Soulfire is on. Franz is back, which is good. Get you guys going here, and we can go after Ark in the Black here. Pull you guys here, and we can get some of the Empire Knights from reserve and pull them up as well. Actually, we got a Toon Prince there. It's a little bit scary. Alright, let's pull you guys back here. Good. Oh, he sniped my Jade Wizard. I was not paying attention. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but we'll be able to recover, hopefully. Let's get you guys back here. You guys back here. Franz is thinking about his engagements. We could obviously go for the Bone Giant. The Jade Wizard should come back. As long as he doesn't, like, kill it outright. Yeah, looks like the Jade Wizard might still be able to come back. Hammer of the Witches is shooting. It's getting some damage on the Bone Giant. The Bone Giant we can start teasing a little bit if we want to. And the Jade Wizard, come on. If he routes off, we're in big trouble. Okay, so we'll go ahead and regrowth himself. Franz getting hit with a Spirit Leech. We'll pull him back into the trees here. Pull you guys back here. Probably should have gone with a double cannon, to be honest. So let's pull Franz back into the trees. Regrowth is on cooldown here, but we'll hide here. We'll hide here. And these Empire Knights are doing their thing. All right, so it looks like he's going for a flank here. We can definitely take these guys out here. Warrior Priest can intercept. Keep them on the cannon because he's going to try and get around us here. And these guys come back here. Franz can come back here. Spearmen are fighting Nehakar Horsemen, and you guys can go do your thing there. So let's get the Pistoliers. Go and shoot here. You guys shoot here and get. All right. So yeah, he's not going to get the cannon. He's going to lose these guys for sure. But we will take some damage, which is unfortunate, but it's the nature of the beast. Let's go ahead, rush in here, pull these guys back. Warrior Priest should be able to intercept. You guys back here. You guys back here. You guys back here. And the cannon, now we can start shooting those great bows that we almost finished off here. Alright, great. Don't need to really use a Rune Fang in my opinion. Pull it back into the trees, pull back into the trees here. And yeah, he's going after my Sigmar Sons, but that's alright. That's kind of their job, to be honest. Alright, great. So Franzi did his thing. We definitely want to save our Winds of Magic and get a regrowth soon. That'd be nice. Pull you guys up and around, move up some Flagellants, move up some Spears. And the cannon is now shooting at great bows again, which is exactly what we want. So he's advancing. We definitely need to get some pressure with the Empire Knights on the flank. Pistoliers, what can we shoot at? We can just go shoot at some Nehakar Horsemen here. Franz is going to need a regrowth here, so let's go ahead and do that. Overcast that bad boy. And yeah, the cannon is taking some damage for sure. We need to start pressing in a little bit maybe. Let's go here, fly overhead, see if we can find any freebies back there on the Bone Giant. These Empire Knights can slam into the flank. And these ones can kind of prepare to hold the center. Warrior Priest, let's get you in there. Jade Wizard, let's get you in position. And the Hammer of the Witches still has most of its models, which is great. Franz is kind of threatening the back line a little bit, but we're not going to let him get that for free. See if we can just like clean up his like mobile units here. Yeah, the Hammer of the Witches is doing a good job for sure. Alright, so we got his cav units here, which is good. Let's pull back if we can. These Empire Knights can ride into those Skeleton Warriors. Franz just needs to escape, basically. We need to kite backwards. Yeah, the Great Bows. That's really not good. Alright, so let's see if we can go around the back. Because he still has so many Great Bows online here. Alright, let's see if we can pick a fight, maybe? Do we want to try and pick a fight here? Yeah, the Empire Knights can charge back in. Maybe we can isolate Arc in the Black. Like, fly past him here and then come back around. Alright, let's pop this if we can. So we're going in hard. Get this going. Jade Wizard can come over here. It looks like the frontline engagements are actually going okay, believe it or not. Let's see if we can rotate you guys over here. Yeah, we have been able to goon out Arkin pretty well. Let's see if Franz can goon him. Franz really needs to just beat the brakes off Arkin here. Do this. And the grenade launchers, I'm pretty sure, just got Shrek'd. Warrior Priest can come over here as well. Arkin the Black is definitely in danger, so let's shoot him with everything we got. Cannon crew is back, so let's get you guys on the cannon. How's Franz doing? Franz is doing okay, so let's go ahead and pull back here. That's good. Let's get the Flagellants engaging. Flagellants engaging here. Empire Knights can come slam into these guys. Alright, pull the Pistoliers back if we can. Get the Empire Knights to screen the pursuing units. Warrior Priest run away. And Arkin the Black, we need to hunt him down. Warrior Priest, come on, pull back. Alright, so Franz, let's pull you into the tree line if we can. About to get a charge here, and you guys are back on the cannons now, which is good. Alright, let's start shooting at the other ones. Alright, Franzi. Carry us, son of Sigmar. For the Emperor. We're coming. Swiggity Swooty Arkin, we're coming for that booty, dude. Let me make sure these guys are being defended here. Empire Knights were able to get on that choice target, so let's pull him back here. We'll regrowth him one more time just before we break. Come on, we need to get that regrowth off. Run you into the trees here. The Empire Knights were able to crumble those guys, which is great. So let's be really careful now. I feel like we have the advantage in many respects. Because we still have some dudes in reserve here. Pistoliers can come in and start shooting at Arkin once again. Pull these Empire Knights back. This Warrior Priest can go here. Get the Jade Wizard going over there as well. We shop you summon use on the Hammer, which is a great play. Let's see if we can drop the Hammer crew and just run. Let's pull back up. Get the character. This is where we goon arc in here. Soulfire isn't going to be great here, but we do get a big blow in Arkin, which is good. He's near death. Okay, so let's see if we can get back now. This is kind of a messy situation. We have a bunch of spearmen here, so let's pull back through them. If we can get everyone out here, I think we should be in pretty good shape. Let's see if we can goon Arkin here, which is fine. Empire Knights finish off those great bows. Arkin the Black is dead. That's really, really good. Unfortunately, our Hammer of the Witches is offline as well. Franz can pull back, and Golmraz is this guy now. He does have Golmraz, so let's pop that. Pistolier is still shooting, but relatively low on ammo at this point, so we'll just start cycle charging back here. Franz needs to carry hard. He needs to carry this. And it looks like he's doing a really good job taking him out. Reikland Runefang really powerful here too. And my opponent's Ushopti Summon's about to wear out. Okay, so we got Rampage, which is unfortunate. The Curse of Djaf is really, really strong. Alright, that's good. So he's down for the count. Now I think we just need... the only way we could lose this is if Franz like dies to this Bone Giant. But he's rampaging, so I have no choice right now to just kind of sit here and fight. Pull you guys around, pull you guys back, pull you spears up. Get you guys kind of circling around the back here. And now Franz is free, so this is where we shine. Let's get that right here. That'll be good. Great. Alright. For Sigmar, baby! So now we can just kind of finish off the Great Bows, I think. Maybe just cycle charge the Giant. In the back here. We need all hands on deck here. Let's get you guys charging into the back of these spears, although King did a really good job bracing up. To me, man! Let's pull him back here. Warrior Priest can Soulfire to clear out all the chaff. Pull you guys in. Get here. Alright. Empire Knight's back. We're pretty much out of Winds of Magic, but I don't know if King can do much at this point. We have a ton of Flagellants still fighting. Oh my god, that was a scrappy game. Holy shit. Okay. Go. For Sigmar! We are the heirs of Sigmar! Alright, how's our Warrior Priest still doing? This is good. As long as he's alive, we can spam Soulfire Bombardment and really get a lot of value. And basically, we're just riding circles around his army here. Franz's items are so damn good. Spearman, pile in. Let's do a headlong charge into the main line now, just get more bodies. Franz definitely doing work. Bone Giant's melee attack isn't the best. Granted, if we lose Franz, we could be in a little bit of trouble, but I don't think so. Okay, pull you over here. Get the spears coming in. Franz can pull in. For Sigmar! There we go. Charges in with the glorious Warhammer and smites the foul Bone Giant. Alright. There we go, guys. We got a series on our hands. At least we were able to beat his best faction. That's good. Hey, Major Moolah, thank you for becoming a member here on the channel. Really appreciate that. And if you guys enjoyed that one, for Sigmar, baby. All day. Trust in the Empire. Indeed. I agree. Alright. 1-1. I still have my Vampire Coast and Skaven, and he can't ban them again, so I'm feeling alright now. Bring me to my men! Yeah. Franz is such a beast. Oh, man. GG. I almost said FF. That's funny. Alright, so for the next map, let's go ahead and do... I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I'll just pick the first decent map I see. Tower of Hoeth could be good. That one's good. It opens up different playstyles for sure. Let's do this. Okay, so do we do the 3-1 now? I'll pick Skaven, Coast, plus, yes, standby. So now we're trying this out. I'm going to pick 3, so I'll pick Skaven, Coast, and... Okay, so he used his Tomb Kings, he used his Norscan, so he has Vampire Coast left. We are doing the pick 3 one. I'm thinking. So I'm thinking I'll pick Skaven, Vampire Coast, and then... So what did he picked he picked the Tomb Kings and he picked Norsca. So his really good factions he has left are Vampire Counts. So I need to pick someone that's good against Counts. Skaven against Counts I don't really like. Who can I really just wreck Counts with? Part of me wants to pick Bretonnia again. Like, just pick Bretonnia. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't like playing Counts that much, though, I don't think. So we'll go for Skaven, Coast. They have very similar playstyle. So when you're in this, like, system, you kind of want to, like, switch it up a little bit and bring someone who's, like, you know, a counter against, like, one of their weaknesses. Get them gears working. I am. He's probably listening to the stream right now. I want to pick Bretonnia for sure. But it could lose me this series. You know, I haven't picked Tomb Kings yet, so we'll do TK, Skaven, Coast. So you ban and pick. Ban one and pick. Yeah, because Tomb Kings against Counts, I'm pretty confident in that matchup. Hey, Zom Germs, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, we're going to see what he goes for here. We're going to see what he goes for. Thank you guys for your support, by the way. Really appreciate the donations, the memberships, all that good stuff. Means a lot. So King, I got Tomb Kings, Skaven, and Coast. I'm pretty good with Tomb Kings. I'm not, like, obviously as good as, like, King of the Dead with them, but I can put up a fight. He's used 2 of his really good factions here. So we'll see what he's got. The Empire is such a cool faction. They're so awesome. I had a couple big misplays that game. Letting my Jade Wizard get popped was really bad. So he's banning Skaven and going Coast. Oh! No! Oh, or Drowned? Drowned or Coast? Oh, man. Yeah, I would have actually liked Skaven into this, but I don't mind Tomb Kings into this either. I'm going to go Tomb Kings. All right. We could have done a Vampire Coast mirror match. That could have been very interesting. So let's get the screen blocker. But I know it's funny to see that stuff, but yeah. So he's going with them, which is fine. Not concerned there. All right, what do we want to pick? This is probably always pretty good. You definitely want to get some magic damage if they tease this. Granted, he might just be doing that as a bit of a, you know, distraction, which is fair play. Skeleton Spears make a decent front line because Morngul's, things like that. Obviously, he's going to want not King of the Dead. He's going to want Queen Bess, probably. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, indeed. We'll see what he brings. We'll see. He knows you. Yeah, Flying Taco says he knows you would never pick a mirror, so it's like he banned 2. I know. I know. The Warrior Priest did really well in the last game. He was an MVP for us. I'm trying to think how I want to play this. We got a couple options for sure. King is going to bring like 1,000,000 hounds and fellbats, as is his normal kind of jam. We're on a pretty big map too, so we have to take that into account. Oh man, this could actually be really fun. You guys want me to try something really off the rails? I think we could. Okay, we'll do that. I'm trying something just super off the rails, guys. It might work, it might not, but if it does, it's going to be pretty epic for sure. All right, so let's try this. Oh, that's so freaking bad, though. That is so bad. I can't do that. That's just like asking to get wrecked. It's just so bad. I mean, there's a pretty traditional Tomb Kings build against this kind of play. But the question is, like, should I go for that, or should I try like the wonky build? We're going full Haggard, guys. It might lose me the game, but you know, you guys are here to see new and innovative stuff, right? Not the same old. All right, so we'll do this. That's fine. A bunch of you guys. Oh my god, this is so jankety, guys. I just can't even fathom like this build. It's just so bad. I don't know, maybe it'll pull off some witchcraft, who knows. I don't know, guys. The meme is a surprise. It's a surprise. Oh, okay. All right. Alrighty here. We're doing it. Hold on. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Oh man. Okay, let's cut these actually. I don't think we're gonna need all that. Oh my god, I almost just choked on some water. Oh god. One sec, guys. Oh man, I almost croaked on stream. Oh god. Alright, just making some final tweaks, guys. This build is just... I don't even know what to say. It's just all over the place. But you know what? Innovation is how you truly prosper in life, right? Alright, I think we're good. Oh, we gotta spend our Chevron gold. Hold on. Can we get the 0 spend? I don't think so. Oh, 4 spend ain't bad. I'll take it. Alright, guys. It's on. It's on, and you're gonna love this one. And, you know, yes, this build has, like, a meme element to it, but I also think that it has some teeth in a very weird kind of roundabout way. So we're gonna try. Oh, my God. So tomorrow, as far as streams, and there's still a couple more best of 3s on the stream. We have 2 more after this, so today is just kind of showcase games. So many people are playing Bannerlord. It was actually kind of hard to get people. I mean, there was a lot of people on Total War, but a lot of them were doing campaign. Yes. And we're taking off the blocker. I'm aware of the blocker, don't worry. All right, so kind of the school of thought here, guys, is we have triple Screaming Meme Catapult. Now, they do magic damage, which is nice. But also, you know, I'm like, if he has like his own artillery, I feel like he can out-bombard them here with the Screaming Memes. We do also have Kotep. Kotep's going to be on his casket, which has better range, so he's going to be kind of chilling back here. And for the front line, yeah, it's mainly just going to be just skeletons. Because, like, you don't need much more here. I'm figuring my catapults and some of my other chaff is going to be good enough. King is going to have, like, a million hounds and bats and things like that to shut down my artillery pieces. And if he does, he wins the game, basically. But I have Eyes of the Desert. I have 2 sepulchral stalkers. I have a Tomb Prince as well on horseback. So to deal with crabs, I have the stalkers plus the Tomb Prince. And like Mourngulls and like big scary rushes and things like that. All right, so let's get you guys back here. You guys back here. I mean, if he goes like quad cannon, yeah, I could be in a lot of trouble for sure. All right, so Kotep's back here. Kotep can be 2. The catapults can be 3. Put them in guard mode. And then we'll get you guys in 4. You guys in 5. And the Tomb Prince can basically just be hanging out back here as well. He could just be chilling. That's fine. And we'll get you guys in 6. Stalkers are pretty cool because like it almost looks as if like I'm not defending my back line, but then they just are like, surprise, motherfucker, and they just appear, you know? It's pretty cool. 6, 7. And yeah, all right. So I think we're good. The horseman control is going to be pretty important for sure. King 100% has hounds hidden in like every corner of the map. It's just how he plays. As a matter of fact, we'll just like leave one of these guys with Kotep, I think. So we'll degroup him and he could just hang out there. That's fine. We have 1 group here, 2 groups here. No problem. All right, good luck, have fun. Hopefully you guys are ready for this. No, quad. Yes, it's a meme-ish build, but I really think it might be good. All right, so let's go ahead and start shooting into the missile pieces he has here. So he has mortars, so he was expecting a ton of archers, which is exactly what I was banking on. All right, so my catapults will scoot up now. I think I should be able to out-trade him, because catapults into mortars is quite good. Let's get you guys shooting here into the Shade Wraith Gunners, and you guys can shoot into those Death Gunners. Kotep's going to shoot into the Shade Wraith Gunners as well. And we can start pressing up with some of the Nekaro Horsemen, actually. That's fine. Put you guys up here. Go there. All right, so we're shooting. I don't know, King. I don't see anything ambushing yet, so I'm not sure what his plans are. Sepulchral Stalkers can scoot up as well. We can pull some of those guys and just move you guys over here and you guys right here. And the Shade Wraith Gunner should go down pretty quick. Yeah, they should get pounded by the magic damage for sure. You can see some Haggard trading. There's a foot. Stalkers, let's pull you guys to shoot the damn Paladins when they come in because they do have magic attacks. I don't know if they both do. Yeah, they do actually. Okay. So we have this. This is going to be really, really good. And yeah, you can see he's taking a lot of damage for sure. But here comes the big Monty. Magic attacks coming in here from these guys. Oh my god, look at the nukes! Look at that! Oh, that's so good. All right, let's go ahead and charge in here. Good night, sweet prince. Oh, that damn paladin got wrecked, bro. Did you guys see that? Oh my god, that was glorious. All right, let's pull these guys back. DJ Kotep can keep pressing on to these guys here. We'll go for freebies where we can. King thought he was going to trick me today, huh? Well, he still might, but let's hope not. Oh my god, those snakes just like wrecked his world. Pull you guys back here if we can. He's killing some of the catapults for sure. I gotta just make sure there's nothing like pressing me back here. We could come into the back here, slam into these guys. I don't know if he's paying attention. Slam into there again. Alright, so one mortar is going down. Shade Wraith Gunners are in okay shape. Let's switch on to this one if we can. See if we can pull through here and just like weave onto those guys ever so slightly. I knew he was going to try that damn paladin shit. Alright, I don't know if this is worth it. We're committing a whole Nehekar Horseman unit to try and take down Shade Wraith. We are killing some of the chaff over here, which is nice. We can pull these guys in. Let's see if we can get like some frontal poke. Kotep's still dropping some beats over here. See, like, innovation. Innovation, yeah. He says, King is saying, what is this? All right, so we're going to try and creep in and see if we can get those deck hunters here. Pull these guys back right now. Tomb Prince is still chilling. Catapults are scooting up, so let's make sure to move up the reinforcements as well. Okay, so might be a mistake to overcommit here. Yeah, might have been a mistake. We'll pull back. Because we have the catapult advantage. We don't need to move out. I was just being stupid. Oh well. We'll shoot here. I think he has a carronade somewhere. Yeah, we're going to take some losses, but nothing serious. So the other horsemen, I was using them defensively, but I don't think King is going to like press in. So I think we can just kind of keep doing our thing. Let's move up the front line a little bit. Pull you guys back to safety. No reason to let them go, because we're going to need them to kill the paladin and the crab and some of the other threats as this game does progress. Oh, so he does have some carronades. All right, that's fine. Go ahead and shoot here if we can. Get you guys collapsing here. Now we have some skeleton warriors coming up, and it looks like the crew is broken here. Yeah, he got all the pieces. He has carronades. He does have carronades. We're going to shoot into that one now. Casket of Souls can shoot into that carronade. Charge into the back of the tide here. Stalkers need to fall back because they're going to be super important for the late game. We can pull up the Tomb Prince now too. Okay, so let's see if we can weave the seam here. So we'll pull these guys in, pull you back here, pull you guys back like this. Go through here, see if we can really just get into the cookie jar. Let's get onto those deck hunters right there. Great, all right, that's going to be really strong if we get that. And I think we're going to get him. He might like intercept me, but we still get the big jump on them, which is exactly what we're looking for here. Carronade's going down a little bit. We'll pull up DJ Kotep. You can start dropping some sick beats back here. Do we have any extra horses we can send up? We do, actually. Now we'll send those guys out in the flank. So it's a bit of a balls deep commitment. Kotep, these Shade Wraith Gunners need to go. I don't know how they're still alive. Get you guys around the back. Tomb Prince is going here. These horsemen, yeah, we were able to get those guys. Let's scream over here and see if we can do some damage. Ooh, Kotep's taking a bit of damage now. Ouch, 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 ouch. Looks like the carronade was able to get like a direct hit there. We still have the Ushapti summon, but that's obviously a ways off. Start shooting this carronade here. Shoot this carronade here. I don't know if King will be able to stop that. Kotep's like just roaming a little bit. He's got to be careful. And it looks like we were able to get on the carronade back there. Good. So we caught him with a little lapse in micro. He did use a crab summon. I don't know how I'm behind on the bounce of power. I feel like I'm in like a very good position. I mean, the Shade Wraith Gunners are about to go down here. My infantry are like saturated. I still have artillery. He's got nothing there. Kotep's, yeah, a little bit damaged, but like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm like not doing better here. So let's pull you guys in, and in case he wants to like push in, we have the Tomb Prince and some troops we can send in as well. These horsemen around the back can try and let's create some openings. Yeah, like why was the balance not good for me? Okay, so he's using the damned paladins here. It's fine. We'll send in the Tomb Prince. We'll pull back our sneaky snakes into some troops and just basically let them wither away. Now, is there any artillery we can get? Yes, we can shut down the cannon here. Kotep's getting really low. We should actually probably be doing this. Yeah, I should have been doing that the whole time. Let's go ahead and shoot into the halberds here, which is fine. Cannon needs to go down so Kotep can be a little bit safer. And now the crab lady is getting a little bit crazy. And we get his artillery there, which is good. All right, that's very nice. We don't want to get 2v1'd here, so let's pull back. The damn paladin should be disappearing soon. We'll use Usirians to kind of get rid of these guys a little bit quicker. Pull you back, get some skeleton spears up. And they should be disappearing soonish. Let's put these guys in guard mode, have them shoot here. You guys attack the back of the crab. Pull some spears over here as well. And we do curse blades on them, that's fine. Pull back these horsemen. Obviously we don't want to give them up for free. And we can pull back the stalkers now that we have some troops kind of tar pitting here a little bit. The stalkers are like a key to our victory. If we lose them, we lose the game. Man, we're taking a lot of casualties. Those horsemen are actually doing a good job. Let's pull you guys around. And you guys can start shooting here. We can. We have the Tomb Prince who's hunting, but I don't know how well that's going. We have him in guard mode. Oh man, crab summon, crab summon. Oh no, Kotep! Let's pull you guys back. Yeah, maybe we needed more anti-large. Maybe that's going to be our downfall here. Kotep's probably going to get crumped for sure. We still have so many spears and so many like infantry units. Alright, let's pull you back. See if we can rip some shots into those guys. They don't have a good mass, so ideally if they could just turn and use their laser eyes while he's like super bogged up there. Yeah, Kotep's down for the count. No surprise there. No surprise there. So we just need to kite out the crabs. Come on, shoot your laser eyes. He's a big target. Spears, come over here. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. We need to get those shots. Alright, let's go ahead and intercept here. And these guys can rip some shots into his back as well. The great meme wars have commenced. He should probably advance his... I have the Ushapti summon too. Alright, that's really good. If we could just get this damn paladin down. I could use the Ushapti summon on Celestra right now. Come on, come on. We need to take out this damned paladin. He needs to go down. If we do, I think we could maybe outmaneuver Celestra. So let's kind of keep kiting here where we can. Catapult's still shooting. They must have got knocked off there, which is not good. And the damn paladin. He needs to go down. The Tomb Prince is actually ripping some good shots. Yeah, yep. I mean, we could just start attacking Celestra too. She's taking damage from the back here. Alright, the damn paladin might just crumble at this point. We'll start shooting into Celestra if we can. Nice tide call right there. Shoot here. Get the sneaky snake shooting into her. Come on, finish him! Oh god, finish him! Yes! 35 HP! Use the Ushapti summon to roadblock here. Tomb Prince is still on her tail. Okay, he's blocked. She's blocked. Send our troops to go intercept. Celesstra's going down! She's taking a lot of damage from the sneaky snake fire. Let's pull back a little bit. Okay, another tide call, really nice. Our crews are all out of ammo except this one, so you can start shooting into those guys. Oh, baby! Vengeance for the sneaky snakes as the Ushapti summon pins in the crab! And now it is only a matter of time before the boys fall. GG. Man, guys, we got it! We still got it! Yeah, we had a pretty fierce fight there. I actually thought I was in trouble when he started getting into my back lines, I have to admit. Go, my crabs! Go, my minions! We have the Tomb Prince. The Tomb Prince was an ace. He was just like shanking Celestra the whole time. Alright, we can come around the back actually with those horsemen. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think it's going to be army losses soon. The catapults were good. They were really good actually. And even against like traditional coast, I think 3 catapults plus the casket could have done well. Hey, sweetheart. You need this?
Mm-hmm.
Dziękuję. We did it, guys. Victory is ours. The best of 3 is ours. Just barely. Oh my god. That was a stressful one. But really the key was when we were able to use the 2 sepulchral stalkers to nuke the paladin. That was brutal.
Lola is just murdering the delivery person.
Ah, I see. No worries. Hey, Rando Howard, thank you so much for the $20 for the End Times Fund. Thank you, dude. That is going to be the series. We got it. And that is that. Wasn't that fun? Oh my god. You know, I thought the build wasn't like bad either, though. Even though it had some haggard elements, like I feel like it had some teeth. I should have been casting the increased accuracy the entire time. Yeah, stalkers are really beast mode now. For sure, they wreck shop. Yeah, King, your paladin just got like one-shotted, dude. But I knew you were going to bring those because honestly, the paladins are pretty good against like constructs and whatnot. So I was expecting that. Yeah. Yeah. GG's, dude. GG's. All right. So now our next series is up. So let's go ahead and pull the boys in. So ODM, Anticity, and 0. All right. So let me go ahead and host the next game. Turin, B03. All right, so game is up. We'll let these fine lads join. And that's that. See ya, King. So we have Anticity versus 0 in a best of 3, and then we have Crabbling versus Undertaker in our last one for today. So we'll see who joins first. But on that note, we need to start resetting the score here. If we can. Yeah, the casket catapult build was pretty interesting. I don't know. I'd like to give it some more tries. So we have Anticity here on the left. 0 will be joining. I saw him in chat. I know he's here. Good luck to you, man. Oh, I don't know. Maybe in the living room somewhere? I don't think it's in here. All right. And then we got 0. 0, of course, a very solid Chaos player. There's not too many left. They're a dying breed, those Chaos players. All right. So Ent starts with picks and bans. For the map, we will not do the Ancient Dragon Cave. We will do the Central Chaos Space. Very good. So while they do this, the scoreboards are updated. I'm just going to hang out with you guys in chat. Thank you all for joining. It's been a fun stream so far. I know the bots have not appeared yet, Aristodamos. They have not. Aristo, yes, you did miss it. I just played a best of 3 against King. Yeah. So I'm just playing 1. I can usually handle that, and then we can get some other folks to play, obviously, which should be good. Yeah, the bots usually show up. It feels like it's like a period of time, too. Once you've been streaming like long enough, I think they appear. I don't know. Yeah, the bots are treacherous indeed. Cunning creatures of the night. They appear and then they disappear just as quickly as they came. It was a really, really good series, Aristo. Yeah, it was a really good series. The first 2 games were more serious builds, and then the third game was like kind of both of us brought really off-meta builds, and it was a scrap. Bolter's close, gentlemen. Yeah. Okay, so Anticity's going to go Coast, and he's banning Dwarves and Empire, and 0's going to go Skaven. I think Skaven have a good matchup against Coast. I think they have a lot of really good tools. Yeah, the Mortars are good. The Jezzails are good. You know, a lot of good targets. Granted, Coast can give it right back, too, so it's a good matchup. All right, start when ready. Very cool. So the players are going to start when they're ready, and yeah. Aristo, I actually just played in a tournament yesterday as well, the Content Creators Tournament that Samurai's running. That was really fun. No, we're not going to do terrible maps today, Miss Twerkle. Today is like decent maps. Sugo, yeah, I'm glad you like that, man. I love playing. If I didn't have my hand problem, I would play on stream every day. I'm thinking tomorrow we might do, what's it called? We may do a Bannerlord stream. We might do a PvP stream. So my campaign, I obviously have a couple videos that I'm actually going to publish one right now for the con campaign. Let's go ahead and pull this beast up. I am so primitive on YouTube. It's just too much for me to handle. All right. Perfect. And let me make sure I'm posting the right episode. So yeah, for the con campaign and Bannerlord, we have a couple. We have 3 more to go up. I'll post one every day for the next couple days. And then when they're all posted, I think I'll start streaming that campaign, because by then I'll be to more or less the late game or mid game. So I think it'll be more fun to watch that, like the conquering and the big battles and like all that kind of good stuff. So one sec, guys. I'm just posting this video right now. Yeah, Skaven are really good. Yeah, Risto, him and I had a bit of a run. Yeah. All right, so this is it. All right. It's all set, and good. All right, so I just posted the con campaign, so if you guys want to go check it out after the fact, please stay for the stream. But if you want to see the con campaign, it will be up for you guys when this is all done. Very good. What is best in life? I don't know. Good times. Yeah, we'll be doing... so what my plans are for Bannerlord in the future. Obviously, you know, you can make so many guides and list videos and tips and tactics, but eventually there comes a point where, like, the game is known. It's more a matter of putting out entertaining content pertaining to the game. So we will continue to do, like, Let's Plays, like, of campaign stuff, because I really do enjoy it. But really my goal for Bannerlord is down the road. So yeah, they're still picking their armies. We have Anticity and 0. Down the road, I really want to do... I'm going to buy a server. So in Warband, you could buy your own servers, and basically you would pay a service, like they would host a server for you. So I'm going to buy a server for all of us. I'm going to have a multiplayer server, and we're going to host massive events that all of you guys can join. We'll do 50 on 50s. We're going to do events versus other YouTubers. So for example, Italian Spartacus could recruit 50 lads. I can recruit 50. And we could have like a faction war based on YouTubers. I'd like to message people like Pixelated Apollo, see if those guys want to do it as well. I know he's done stuff like that. So we're going to have like big old faction wars and things like that. It's going to be really good. Yes. So Bambi, thank you so much for the $50. Thank you, dude. Survive these times, buddy. Keeping us all entertained, dude. I got you covered. You said buddy like Michael Bisping. Thank you so much, man. That is really, really generous. And yeah, Bambi, thank you so much. That is excellent. And yeah, again, man, I couldn't do it without you guys. I really appreciate the support, Bambi. And yeah, so I'm going to host like big epic, like faction on faction. That's my plan. Like we'll have like a siege battle. We'll have like a big open field battle where like my clan will go fight like the clan of another YouTuber. You know, I message folks like Zerkovic and Party Elite and all these guys. I would love to have like a huge community where we all like have these big Royal Rumbles. I think that would be so fun. That's like my dream for Bannerlord. Granted, we cannot do that yet because right now in Bannerlord, you cannot have your own servers yet. It's not available, but I would imagine in the next 6 to 8 months, it'll probably be something that is accessible. So perfect timing, right as we go on our huge diatribe about our future. We're going to be loading into our next match, which is going to be Anticity vs. 0. Vampire Coast against Skaven. So there's a couple ways Coast can play this. If you're playing Coast, you can either go for a rush, which is how Anticity plays this. I actually played this matchup against him a couple weeks ago, and he rushed me. Thankfully, I was able to hold with my Skaven. The video's up on the channel if you guys want to see it. But you use Morngulls, you use Sirens, you just bunker bust a Skaven, you go in deep. And it can be very strong. Now, the other way to play against them is to use cannons, snipe their cannons, their gun pieces, and play a defensive build. I don't know which one's better. It really just depends on your playstyle, to be honest. Sirens, Morngulls, he's got Luther, he's got a Vampire Fleet Captain, he's got some Scurvy Dogs, he's got some Morngulls, and looks like some Crabs as well. So yeah, it's a very aggressive build. One sec, guys, just minimizing here to make sure I don't have a blocker up. Yes, you guys, we'll all fight together. It's going to be great. All right, everything looks good. Regiments have leaked that custom servers drop in 2 to 3 weeks. Hell yes! Hell yes, that's going to happen. So we'll be doing a big old call to arms and everything, and we'll have our own server where we can get people on, and it's going to be super fun. Anyways, yeah, so this is it. This is the Legion here. of the Vampire Coast. And now for the Skaven, a very nice build. I think this build is designed to deal with rushes, it looks like. He's got Deathmaster for snares. He's got, I think his other character is the Sorcerer. Wow, an Eshin Sorcerer. A little bit of a thematic build. This could be his downfall for sure. I mean, Luther is really capable of gooning these characters, and without summons, you're certainly crippling yourself with Skaven. But he's got 3 Jezzails. He's got a ton of Slingers, a ton of Gutter Runners. Like, it's a very wide build that, like, isn't going to be super weak against a rush. Like, the rush will get into the front line, but if the Jezzails and the Slingers can pick apart the Morghuls, he should be okay. Granted, the weakness, of course, I think is Deathmaster and the Eshin Sorcerer. Both of them are very choice targets for Luther. Granted, Deathmaster could potentially use his Sigil. Lock down Luther, all Jezzails could switch, and things get crazy. So here in the flanks, there is some pressure coming in. I like this build from zero, though. I think it really has some teeth for sure. So some of the Hounds are going to be bum rushing in on this side and on the other side as well. And that's a big concern. If, you know, for example, the Skaven accidentally give up some of their gunline pieces here in the back to the Hounds, that could just be like a disaster. That could just be a very, very quick game over. Sirens will be quite scary. Granted, Jezzails, I do not think do magic damage. Yeah, he's got the Eshin Sorcerer with a little bit of magic damage, but I don't know. It's going to be really hard to stop all this pressure. So the Hounds pull back for Anticity. On the other side, the Hounds are coming in as well. And Zero's about to be pressured pretty hard. So some of the Jezzails are going to get crumped pretty good by the Hounds. And that's a rough-ish start. Granted, he does have Gutter Runners here, so if he responds quick enough, he might be able to save these Jezzails. Even still, though, scary situation. So the Jezzails here in the middle, which are the Natty Boo Sharpshooters, the valuable ones, are shooting up on the high ground after Luther Harkin is being blocked by that stupid freaking tag there. I gotta hate those. But Luther Harkin is taking a little bit of damage, nothing serious. Frontline engagement is a wash, you know, more or less. You can see here the Vampire Coast is advancing. They're beating down Skaven slaves and chaff units. Nothing terribly serious, but, you know, pretty good stuff here from Zero. Using his Gutter Runners to actually fend off these Scurvy Dogs is quite solid, and he's been able to force back those two, and I think if he can force back all the Scurvy Doggos and secure his Jezzail line, he can be in pretty good shape. Tanquia, baby. My lovely wife bringing me some water to keep me going strong. With the Sharpshooters shooting up into the high ground, going after Luther Harkin. The Vampire Coast is pressing in very aggressively, and obviously the Skaven front line, which was mostly slingers and slaves and things like that, not going to hold terribly long, but a gooning attempt from the Skaven, if they could like secure this whole pocket here, kite out the Morghuls, maybe kill Luther Harkin with like all this focus fire, that could be really good. Now the Eshin Sorcerer, I'm not sure what magic he has. It looks like he does have the Black Whirlwind, the Ninja Stars, plus his other spell is going to be the... Yeah, that's pretty much it. So just the Ninja Stars and the Whirlwind. Whirlwind, of course, can really nuke, but the Skaven are really being pressured quite hard, and Vampire Coast is coming in pretty aggressive now. You can see the Morghuls and the Crabs, and all these other guys are going to start pressing onto the Jezzails, which is pretty much, if these Jezzails go, I think the Vampire Coast will just quickly win this game. Luther going for some freebies, going after Skaven slaves on the far side. Sirene's here, being kited. Now, I think all the Scurvy Dogs are offline, which is really, really good for the Skaven. He does have some Jezzails firing over here quite happily. They're actually taking down the Vampire Fleet Captain. A little bit of crossfire. All 3 Jezzails are shooting in, going after the Vampire Fleet Captain here. Looks like a summon is coming down on top of these guys. But honestly, this Fleet Captain might go down, which is quite a huge play for the Skaven. If he's able to do that, then that means there's not going to be any more invos for Luther as we do advance into the late game here. So the Jezzails, you know, I guess even if they do go down after this, at least they've taken out the caster. Maybe, we'll see. The caster does have Invo, 1200 HP. Invo is about to wear off here. You can see 800, 835. And here comes the Morghuls as well. So Morghuls are going to be pushing into the Jezzails and might be able to cause some damage. And there goes the caster. That is really big. That actually gives the Skaven some serious teeth in this game. And now even if they do lose their casters or their Jezzails here in the back, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. They've in a way paid for themselves. Taking out a crab caster with Invocation against vampires is extremely cost effective. So now we have Deathmaster. It looks like he's in combat here with Morghuls. He does not do magic damage. He does armor sunder, but nonetheless he is able to crumble some of the Sirens with a little bit of steady pressure. And here the Eshin Sorcerer running about. I haven't seen him doing too much. I think he's just been throwing his Ninja Stars for most of this game. And I think Anticity really needs to get down on those Jezzails like right now. Just beeline all the Morghuls for these. Because they're slow, there's not really too much to defend with. Back here, I don't think Skaven have anything really. Yeah, and you can see Anticity does smell this. He's going to be grabbing his Morghuls and pushing back here and trying to go after the Warplock Jezzail. So that needs to happen pretty quick. For sure, or else if those Jezzails keep shooting and killing Morghuls and other high-valued assets, I think the Skaven might be able to edge out this game. Night Runners, Gutter Runners, kind of kiting all over the map. Luther Harkin is off in the Shadow Realm somewhere, so I don't know if this is the best usage of Luther. I think having him over in the main fight is a lot more cost-effective. Like, if he could just be assassinating Deathmaster or killing the Eshin Sorcerer or the Jezzails even, like, he's just kind of being kited and really getting minimal value here. I think this is a pretty substantial misplay from Anticity, but nonetheless, we'll see how it pans out. Now here the Jezzails are caught, so these Jezzails are caught, but is it too late? I think so. I think Deathmaster is going to be able to clean up these Morghuls. There's still a ton of Skaven Slingers. Vampire Coast is very light on resources. If you look here in the center, there's not much. I mean, just some Morngul's. These Jezzails will survive. The other group, I think, is still around here somewhere. Let's see. No, it looks like they kind of got crumped. But the Eshin Sorcerer plus Deathmaster Snitch should be able to karate chop the last of these units. Granted, Luther's a hard carry for sure, and I think he's one of the hardest carries in the game in terms of like the way he can turn around a match. For example, if he were able to come in with some Sirens, kill Deathmaster, kill the Eshin Sorcerer, like you know, there could be some terror outs and shenanigans, but I don't think it's going to be that easy, especially considering Deathmaster does have that snare, and there's a lot of missiles and slingers and things like that. Oh, look at this! The Vortex is coming! The Black Whirlwind is dropped! Such a jankety spell, but it looks so cool. It does catch a lot of the zombies here, not doing too much damage, but still, it's for the Winds of Magic, I think it could use a buff. A lot of those kind of spells are just very, very mediocre, unfortunately, but it's really cool to see somebody actually use this Lore of Magic and potentially win a very, very competitive match versus a good Vampire Coast player and build. So here comes Deathmaster, charging in, going after the Morngul's. Should be able to shank some of those guys down. In the distance, we do have Luther Harkin flying gloriously into the sunset, realizing the error of his ways. Now he is going to be coming back in, but I think a little too late. I think the Vampire Coast, like their whole army just kind of fought leaderless, and Luther was just kind of nibbling on like slaves and slingers in the corner of the map, and I think that was really the downfall here for the Vampire Coast. Now here we do have Deathmaster Snitch, Slippery, is happening. You can see he's able to get a shank here. Down goes the Morngul's. The Morngul's are now going after the last of the Jezzails, which is smart, but there's plenty of Gutter Runners, and honestly, even in melee combat, the Gutter Runners at this point with Deathmaster helping should be able to finish. Now, Luther could still come in and do some gooning. Maybe go after the Sorcerer here would be a good play and save Deathmaster for later. Another Ninja Star coming in. Ninja Star does hit Luther. The Shurikens from Master Splinter down here, able to do some very substantial damage, and Luther Harkin is just going to be kind of flying very casually through the skies. As the Jezzails are able to rally. Oh, that's not good. Some of the Jezzails came back. There's actually 7 of them, which is not bad. That's enough to really put some hurt on him, but it looks like he's going to be going in balls deep to fight with his Morngul's, which isn't a bad play at all. And we'll see if Deathmaster can endure. The Sigil is active. He's snared. Deathmaster is going to run, I think. It looks like he's thinking about falling back. Or is he going to go in for the shank? Oh, look at the Whirl of Weeping Blades. That's so cool. But I don't know if it does too much against Morngul's, but it looks really badass. So now Deathmaster, with a little bit of slave support, might actually be able to beat Luther in combat here. Especially with the Ninja Stars coming in and Gutter Runners and Pebbles. Luther is going to be taking huge incremental damage here. And Vampire Coast has nothing left. They have some Deccan mobs over here on the far side. I think on the back side of the map they have some Sirens and some Deccan mobs as well, but they're just like too far away to make a difference. I think that was his biggest mistake, was chasing Luther away and chasing off with Sirens, where they needed to be focused in the center mass. And the Eshin build wins! Zero with some amazing play. Very well played to him in this first best of 3 in today's tournament practice stream. And that is going to be game 1 going to our boy Zero. All right. So let's go ahead and fire that beast up. And then we will, I saw a donation, I'll check in just a moment. Going to get the next map set for them. The Doom Gate, the Estalian Tomb. Well played, well played. Good game to both players. So now we're on the Estalian Tomb. We have a donation coming in from Titanius Angelsmith. $5, thank you so much. Love that idea for Bannerlord. Your stream is carrying me through the end of the day working from home. I got you, dude. And there's another best of 3 after this. We have Crabbling facing off against, let me go ahead and pull this up. You can see Crabbling versus Grombrindle in our last game. Certainly going to be a fun one. And yeah, Zero's coming in with Chaos. Hell yeah. So Chaos, and now he gets his 2 bands, and Anticity will choose from there. The Estalian Tomb calls. That was a great game. It was a really good game. Sipan Mustafa says he has a pet rat named Queek. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, you know, the pet that Anna and I really want, we want to get like a goat someday and a pig. Like a pig that actually like just hangs out with us all day. Loopy says that spell does a lot of damage. Yeah, I guess so. For sure. That was a really solid game, though. Very well played to both players. And now we're on our second best of 3. So King of the Dead and I played first. If you guys joining late and missed it, it's definitely a very good game. And then we have Anticity versus Zero here, and Crabbling versus Gromby to close out the stream. Yeah, Chaos is fun. So it's going to be Chaos versus Dwarfs. Anticity, he's kind of like similar in playstyle to... I mean, I guess he plays Coast more aggressively than I do, but a lot of players who play Coast play Dwarves and also play Skaven. It's kind of like a trio of factions that seem to gel really well in terms of playstyle. So I think that we're going to see that from Anticity here. Yeah. We're going to see the Dowie, yeah, against Chaos of Zero. Now, back in the day, this was a matchup that Chaos just kind of dunked on the Dwarves, but things have changed. And I actually think it's maybe pretty relatively even now in the hands of like a dwarf specialist. I think they can handle it. I actually feel very confident in this matchup as dwarves. Like, I'm very happy to play this matchup. It's still a challenge, but it's dwarves can win this for sure. But Zero is one of the best Chaos players out there, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, Anna and I want a pig. Well, yeah, Optimus Pine. I mean, if we could get a boar, yeah, but like we're gonna get a pig and you know, pig. Yeah, we want a pig for sure because pigs are kind of like dogs, to be honest. Tyler Peterson, they can live up to 20 years. That's fine. Yeah, we have Wookiee. Wookiee's somehow defying the laws of nature and surviving with all of his ailments. We just have no idea how he does that. It'll be a boar. It's a boar. It's a boar pig. Yeah, but that's not until Anna and I like are able to kind of get our own property somewhere and have some space for it. Because obviously, if you live in the city, it's kind of like, you know, unfair to the animal, in my opinion. It needs to have its whole area to go roam about. We're gonna get like the fattest, happiest pig you could ever imagine. Just a big old thick fat pig. It's gonna be great. So Estalian Tomb is the map. Chaos versus Dwarves. Dwarves probably gonna be in a defensive gun line with Thunders and Trollheimers and oh, look at this, a big old gyro build though, but I'm pretty sure Zero is used to this. Pretty much every Chaos player is like, all right, how many gyros are you gonna bring? How many brimstone guns? Because they're a really good answer against chariots. So yeah, for the Dawi, we have Thorgrim. We have a front line of Dwarf Warriors, Dragonback Slayers, a couple Miners as well. And here in the back, we do have a single cannon and a single Trollhammer Torpedo. So yeah, it's very much a defensive build. Turtle in the cannon and the Trollhammer with Thorgrim and a bunch of elite troops, or quote-unquote elite troops. Yeah, just Dwarf Warriors, I guess. Use the Slayers and basically just go harass with the gyros. Now, the Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes are a pretty good answer against gyros. However, they have shorter range, and with really good micromanagement, the gyrocopters can sit above the Dwarven army and also stay out of range of the throwing axes. So definitely some good tools. Thorgrim is a beast as well. He's very, very hard to bring down. Now, for Zero's army, great weapons, so Chaos Warriors with great weapons into the sunset, a couple Marauders as well, throwing axes for gyros, Sartorial for a big lord that's tough to snipe with high mass and terror, and some hounds and chariots as well. Now, in total, I think there's 2 chariots. Yes, indeed, chariots are a great choice. Now, a lot of people are probably like, oh, why aren't there Gorby's chariots? Now, Chaos chariots are quite a bit cheaper, 300 or 400 gold cheaper, and honestly, they're not that much worse. So really, I think in terms of cost effectiveness, I think that the standard Chaos chariots are simply just better. And they accomplish more or less the same thing. All right. Good luck, have fun. Game 2. If our boy Zero wins this, the series is indeed over, and we'll be going on to our last best of 3 of the day. But if Anticity pulls it back, we'll be going to a rubber match, which will continue the trend of rubber matches today. All right. So the cannon is here. The cannon will most certainly be shooting immediately at the Chaos Chariots, I would imagine. All 4 Brimstone guns. I wonder what they're going to shoot. Probably try and kill the Chariots. Chariots are a real pain in the butt for sure for Dwarves. Granted, with this tree line, this very defensive position, the Mighty Ducks, I don't know, what does that look like? Kind of looks like a samurai helmet or something. A little bit of a mustache going on here with the Miners. Anyways, cannon going in, shooting at the Marauder Horsemen, which also isn't a bad idea. If you can goon out all the Marauder Horsemen, then all the gyros are pretty much just free to do whatever they want for the rest of the game. So there certainly is some teeth there. Now, Horsemen are going to be coming out here. This is really going to be a test of how good Anticity's gyro micro is. He's got to be careful. He's got to get away before the throwing axes come in. And pretty good stuff. He pulls back, does some good damage, and really minimizes the damage he takes from the throwing axes. It's very micro-intensive, but Dwarven gyros can be very, very strong here in this matchup. So shooting in here, one of the Chaos Chariots getting taken to Pound Town pretty bad. Cannon shooting in, gyros with their Brimstone guns, really doing some substantial damage. So really, really good start. I'm loving it from Anticity. I think it's a great way. Granted, frontline is going to be hard. I mean, Chaos Warriors versus Dwarf Warriors, like with shields, that's pretty nasty for sure. And Thorgrim will have to carry pretty hard. And he's certainly capable of it. What troops does he have in the back? He's got Ekron's Miners. He's got Norgrimling's Ironbreakers. Okay, so I guess the Dwarf Warriors just kind of tank. And then eventually the Ironbreakers and Thorgrim just carry the game. I think that's kind of the school of thought. So this one Chaos Chariot is down for the count. That's a really nice early pick here for the Dawi. And yeah, he's been doing a really good job with these gyrocopters. Hasn't been caught too much. Has been doing some really decent damage. Granted, this is the reckoning here. This is when the Chaos gets in the front line and things get bloody and things get very, very rough for sure. Now, the Dwarf Warriors will hold for some time. They're not, super squishy. I'm surprised we're not seeing the Norgrimling's Ironbreakers here, but it looks like he's going to be using them in the secondary line to actually throw blasting charges at the Chaos Marauders as they advance. And now Thorgrim is going to be making his way into the front line. One chariot is offline, and the other chariots are in good shape, and the gyrocopters now are kind of looking for targets. You can see they're pulling back here. A very good Plague of Rust or Transmutation of Lead going down, lowering the stats of the Dwarven army, which of course is not going to be too big of a deal. Dwarf Warriors' offensive output against Chaos Warriors is going to be quite wretched. Very, very terrible indeed. Now the back line's a little bit suspect here as Chaos Warriors and some Marauders come in the back, and it looks like they're going to get on that cannon, which is really, really not good. That cannon going down there is going to be quite nasty. Oh, but look at this. Anticity actually doing some bombing runs on the Chaos Warriors in the front line. Oath of Vengeance active as well. And the gyrocopter bombs are doing a lot of damage against those Chaos Warriors. That is very nice, but are the Dwarven lines going to be able to hold? There's a lot of damage coming in. Now, the bounce power is currently pretty darn even, but the Dwarven cannon going offline from those hounds is really, really unfortunate. The Trollhammer torpedoes back here are taken offline as well by just a horde of screaming marauders, which is pretty much worst case scenario, and Thorgrim pretty much stands alone in the front line. So it's really up to the gyros to carry this game. I mean, I guess if everybody blobs up on top of Thorgrim, for example, he's going to be able to get some good bombing runs. But again, we'll see. So some of the hounds are running, and gyrocopters are all in really good shape, except for one, which has not even lost a model yet. So far, Anticity has been doing a very good job with his gyros, but yeah, Chaos is kind of all over the place. Thorgrim, of course, smashing some Chaos Skulls. Gyrocopters going after the Chariot, and the Chariot here is down to 2 models. And that's good. I mean, it gets rid of all the mobile cycle charging. Slayers, unfortunately, will be forced into combat against Chaos Warriors, which is pretty much a disaster. Yeah, I mean, they'll be able to put up a fight with how good their stats are, but in terms of, like, should they, it's not good. Beating against that heavy 100 armor is not fun at all. So now, as expected, the Dwarves are falling back on top of the Ironbreakers, although Thorgrim's a little bit trapped up here. The Marauder Horsemen doing a great job. The last of the Chariots are pushed off, though, which is nice, but Thorgrim taking those throwing axes to the face is a pretty dangerous situation. And it looks like Thorgrim is trying to get away, maybe. It looks like he's still just fighting. I think Dragonback Slayers should pull over here and try and chase these guys. Ironbreakers, of course, enduring against all odds. No surprise there. And the Gyrocopters are still in okay shape, and yeah, they're just kind of blasting into the Chaos Warriors. You can see these Chaos Warriors getting mincemeated by the Gyros, which is pretty awesome to see. Ammunition's running a little bit low in these 2 Gyros. The other ones have more ammo because they've been running for a lot of the battle. Thorgrim, of course, here, cracking those Chaos Skulls, smashing some Heretics, burning through the Witches, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, should be able to finish him. Throwing Axes, though, against Thorgrim, doing a lot of damage. However, Throwing Axes, in terms of ammunition, are a little bit below half. And now you can see the Gyrocopters are going to be switching onto the Marauder Horsemen here in a moment, and Thorgrim's going to be coming back, and Thorgrim plus Norgrimlinks is going to be really tough to break. He has the Great Book of Grudges, which means he does give the 5 melee attack to them, which is helpful, and they're going to be able to tank pretty well, especially with Gyrocopters. So fall back to the trees, I say. Beat down the last of the Chaos Infantry, use your Gyrocopters to just snipe whatever you want until they're out of ammo, and then from there use them as pieces to basically just chase things off. Oath of Vengeance, is it popped? It is not. The Brimstone guns are now going after the Marauder Horsemen with more ammo, which is really, really good presence of mind by Anticity. Just kind of seeing which ones have ammo. Obviously, you don't want to shoot the ones that are about out, because they're going to have to come in and meet their doom anyways. So Ironbreakers have turtled up here in the trees, which is pretty epic for sure. Chaos Warriors coming in for a pretty good surround. This is a really close game, honestly. This could go either way for sure. Chaos Marauders being pushed down by Marauders and Dragonback Slayers. It looks like the Stand Your Ground has been popped by Thorgrim. Of course, very nice in this very tight circumference here. He's able to get that juicy buff on everyone, basically. And the Gyros are free shooting, basically, which is nice. Marauder Horsemen taking a little bit of a pounding, and honestly, the Dwarves might be able to pull this one out. I mean, Thorgrim will get his giant Dawi hands around the neck of that Thanksgiving turkey and certainly choke the life out of him in combat. So it's really just a matter of killing the Chaos Warriors, I think. The Marauder Horsemen, of course, getting some good damage, but the fact that Anticity is hiding in the trees is really good because the trees are giving some cover. And the Marauder Horsemen are about out of ammo, guys. Gyrocopters as well, but now we can use them as kind of battering rams and just charge down the Horsemen here. And now we have a pretty big fight. Looks like Transmutation of Lead is active. Horsemen are charging in. All hands on deck. Dragonback Slayers are getting very, very low here. Down to 29 models. And Thorgrim's going after that turkey. He's going to cook that goose for sure. And will Zero be able to win this game? Certainly still has a good chance. Sarthorial is no joke. And Horsemen, Marauders. I don't know, those Ironbreakers might be too much to break, though. It might be too much. Granted, the bounce power is a little bit in the favor of the Warriors of Chaos, actually. Chaos Warriors with the Grey Open still fighting here. The Chicken coming in, trying to dunk on Thorgrim while he's a little bit debuffed. It's certainly not a bad idea, but I don't know. It's really, really hard to say. Does Chaos have anything coming back? Okay, so we have 11 Chaos Warriors here. We have Marauders coming back in. Yeah, really no troop quality for Chaos. Not much at all. Gyrocopters still have some pretty good ammunition. The Marauder Horsemen and everyone just kind of grinding and trying to bring down the Ironbreakers. Even with Plague of Russo, these guys are linebackers. They have insanely good melee defense at 82, which is pretty much like almost perfect. I mean, that's so tough to kill. And I don't know if the Chicken's going to be able to take down the High King. High King Thorgrim certainly satisfying the grudge from my first game against King of the Dead today. And you can see the Chaos Marauders are holding. They're trying their best. The Warp Chicken going up in the high ground, going after the Dwarf Warriors. And the Gyrocopter with the Brimstone gun still has a little bit of ammo. I would imagine some bombs as well. Both players going to have to fight here, though. Ammunition's very, very sparse on both sides, so it's basically just going to be a grind here. Warp Chicken just getting his freebies where he can, which is smart. Honestly, pulling maybe some Marauder Horsemen to help this fight would be good. The chicken will take unnecessary damage fighting all these slayers here. Now there's 10 of them. They can certainly chop down some of those thighs off that chicken. But the Ironbreakers and the High King are holding. And I don't know how Chaos is still ahead on the bounce of power. I feel like the Dwarves are winning this game. I mean, what are Marauder Horsemen and Poison Hounds gonna do against Norgrimling's Ironbreakers with Stand Your Ground? Blasting charges coming in, shrekking those Marauder Horsemen. Some of the gyros getting caught, though. It was actually a little bit unfortunate. He's going to lose these gyros now, and I guess that's why the bounce of power is showing that. You can see some of the gyros are like trying to get back up, but they're being like dragged back down. They don't want to leave their fellow Jawi there. And the Warp Chicken, I mean, he can obviously do what he wants. He can cycle charge. He should cycle charge. Because again, he does have Marauder Horsemen and other troops fighting on the other side of the map, so he can cycle charge to his heart's content here. Maybe if Warp Chicken can cycle charge the Ironbreakers. Chaos Warriors being blasted as they do charge in here, and the Warp Chicken coming in. 4,132 HP. Oath of Vengeance activated. Wow, and he loses like 300 HP instantly against those Ironbreakers. Man, they actually, you know, they got some grudges to settle for sure. What's really strong for the Dwarves here too is they do have the gyrocopters that they can use to pin the chicken and chase him. So they could just like use their rotor blades into the back of the chicken as he's running and get some good damage. Chaos is going to be trying to reform ranks here. Their horsemen chasing off the last of those Brimstone guns. And the chicken is going to be pulling back. Brimstone's guns very, very low. 518 HP, should get chased off here. Should be pretty much be a non-factor at this point. And the Dwarves going to be moving out with their gyrocopters, using them to attack. Going after the Chaos Marauders, which are very, very beat up, which I actually like this. The Gyrocopter Goon Squad coming in and ramming into the Chaos Marauders. Certainly should be able to break those guys. I mean, that would be pretty scary for sure. Shattered, wavering. Really nice play, getting rid of the infantry. Thorgrim and his Dwarven Goon Squad coming out to play. And now for the first time in the game, the bounce power is in the Dwarves' favor. I think it's an accurate reflection for sure. The chicken going to be taking some Slayer axes to the heel. And the Marauder Horsemen are going to be charging in, but the Ironbreakers are just so meaty. And Thorgrim, like, I mean, even against this whole army, Thorgrim might be able to hold his own. I don't know. Warp Chicken might be able to eventually get him. Warp Chicken also does do magic damage, though, against Thorgrim, who does have a 25% magic resist. So he's going to be suffering mitigation. Granted, Thorgrim also does magic damage, and Chicken has really good magic resistance as well. So Thorgrim won't, like, beat him down badly. But guys, it looks like the Dawi, the people of the mountain, the deep, they're holding. Stand Your Ground is active. The Marauders coming in for a desperate last attack here. But I do not know if Zero is going to be able to pull this one out. It looks like we're going to Game 3. Some really good series we've had today. And Sarthoriel, the Ever-Chicken, is beaten down, rolling on the ground, basking in his shame as the Marauder Horsemen somehow are, I'm surprised they're not going down quicker. Some Chaos Warriors pushing in as well, which will be a nice little saturation here to give some extra AP. And yeah, basically this is the Chicken's only hope. You just got to cycle charge and, I don't know, maybe Horsemen coming back in with a rear charge with Transmutation of Lead. That's really, really strong. Thorgrim, of course, going after Sarthoriel, which, I don't know, you might want to just save him for last and have Thorgrim beat down some of the other troops. But yeah, you can see the Dwarves are holding. They're enduring. No longer shall they cower in the caverns. They march out to war. And that is going to be game, and Anticity is going to be taking Game 2 with his Dwarven Gyrocopter play. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff indeed. Hey, what's up, Felcon? Welcome to the stream, dude. You missed the best of 3 between myself and King, which was quite glorious. Anticity ties it up. Very good stuff. And now we're going to be jumping on over to Game 3. So the winner of Game 2, so Ant picks 3 now. All right, so we'll do Iron Sand Desert for the last game. And there we go. Yeah, the gyros were pretty scary. They were pretty scary indeed. Thanks for joining today, guys. It's a pleasure to see all the friendly faces. Dwarf fans rejoice. That was quite a victory indeed. Mr. Hugenveen, Jelly, I think is your name. I'm using a Blue Yeti microphone. I've had it for like 4 years. Probably got to update my equipment relatively soon. And if you guys are enjoying the dank fights here on the stream, please do drop a like. I see we're at 188. Let's see if we can get it up to like 300. That'd be pretty sweet. Thank you guys so much. I know, I thought the Dwarves were in trouble after their back line collapsed, but when all the Chaos Warriors started to go, I was like, what is going to kill those Ironbreakers? Like, nothing. So, Norsca, Dark Elves, and Beastmen. So, Zero bans Dark Elves, and now Zero picks. And then Anticity can pick from the remaining 2 factions. Oh, doing some stretches here, guys. Oh, baby. You know who's got Ironbreakers? The Devil. That's a Walk Hard reference, yes. I love Walk Hard. That was such a great movie. Yeah, Thorgrim's a beast. Thorgrim is a monster. He's just a raid boss of a fighter. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys are all doing all right and your lock-ins and all that stuff. You liked on 2 accounts. Thank you, Cyberpansy. What a hero, dude. What a hero. Titanius, never doubt the Dawi. You are correct. The Dawi can always scrap their way back. Yeah, I was not a fan of the last season of Game of Thrones either. All right, so we got Lizards for 0. Oh, we got Norsca for Anticity. I like this matchup. This one's really fun. So the players will pick their armies. Yeah, so we're just basically talking. So somebody in chat mentioned, and if you could resurface again, my friend, and tell me, you said that you saw somewhere that Bannerlord in the next couple weeks is going to have custom servers, you saw? Yeah, let me know. Felcon makes a great point, though. The dragons certainly had some good acting in the last season of Game of Thrones. If anybody acted well, it was the dragons. So good stuff there, man. But yeah, we'll be doing massive, big custom battles, all kinds of fun stuff. It's going to be great. It is going to be great. Turin, if you would have to name the overall best Total War Warhammer player at the moment, oh god, I don't know. It's a really hard question. I mean, I can certainly say there's one of them here in chat, and his name's Felcon. But it goes up and down, it depends on if people are active, inactive. I mean, it changes quite often. But yeah, I mean, Felcon is most certainly among the top in my opinion. He's won 3 of my 4 ECLs, I think. He won, and there's a lot of serious competition. I mean, if you look at the ECL Hall of Fame, Felcon won Season 1, Zyphos won 2, Felcon, and then Felcon for 3 and 4. That's a pretty strong, I mean, again, it's anecdotal, right? Because like in the other tournament scenes, like there's probably players in Korea and China who are super good, and I just never see them play. And then you have Talaxon Soothsayer, obviously, who's won multiple Everchosens. Like there's many people who you could put up. And yeah, I think Soothsayer should definitely be considered as well. I mean, yeah. Onyage hasn't played in a long time, but yeah, he was really, really good when he played. You see, that's the thing. If you're talking about like at the moment, yeah, it depends. But back in the day, I mean, it's just, it goes back and forth. Professor Pone, certainly a contender. The best player is Khan, says M. Merritt. Dude, yeah, the Khan is, the video's up now. If you guys want more Khan, he's up on the channel. He's back in business. All right. Here we go. Very good. Cool. Of course, Felcon's going to be humble and say it's not him. Fair play. Tretch is the best Total War player. Yeah. The artillery front line, I know. We should do a Game of Thrones battle where we use the tactics. So, all right, 0 is ready. Anticity is still making the final tweaks to his army. And, yeah, that's that. Mjolnir, that's pretty funny, dude. I mean, maybe at campaign, certainly not at battles. All right, let's see here. Definitely Professor Pond, some people in chat are saying, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but if you look at the history of like in the past couple of years, you can see, I think Soothsayer has some of the most tournament wins, hands down. Like if you look at him performing in like community tournaments, his win rate is freaking insane. It's like 90%. Yeah. All right. Norsca against Lizards. There's a couple ways both factions can play this. I think Norsca more or less has a more simplistic approach. But Lizards, I mean, we see players like Yali and Ale do some really cool kite builds with Lizards that can like pull apart these aggressive factions with skinks and salamanders and all sorts of cool stuff. I actually played in a tournament yesterday, like I was telling you guys earlier, and I played Lizardmen in one of the games, which I almost never do. So you guys are going to get to see that. It was a really fun replay. You'll definitely like that one, Felcon, I have to say. Yeah, Salsicha. Yeah, it's good to know. That was a long time ago. That was like Warhammer 1 days, though. Yeah, it depends if you're talking about the right now who's the best player, or like if you're talking about the entire span of like the Warhammer franchise, then obviously like that changes. Yeah, so it really depends. The Astartes video. So Sipan, if you go to YouTube and type in Astartes, basically spelled as the Space Marines are, you can find a really cool animated series that somebody is doing for it. It's really good. Dude, there was Brona's Time Warp, I promise. I know, you're kind of like me. He's that guy. Like, on my challenge account, I have like a really good win rate, but I've barely played in, like, I've only played in a couple tournaments on challenge. So it's really not accurate. Yeah. All right. And the game is on. Anticity vs. Zero. The Royal Rumble, the rubber match. After this, we have Grombrindle facing off against Crabbling. Certainly going to be a fun series. And we'll go from there. The Iron Sand Desert is the map. It's the place. It's the place to be, the place to hang out. And I'll be right back real quick, guys, and grab some more water. All right, I return. Just got to make sure my mic is picking up noise. I got to unmute it. Don't want to give you guys a boring cast. So we'll do our best here. Greetings from Poland. Cześć, my friend. Jak się masz? Hope you are doing very dobrze. You'll have to go watch the best of 3, David. Go check it out, man. I don't want to spoil it, even though it's already happened. All right, guys, for the forces of Anticity, Marauders in the front line, Norscan Wolfos. So going for a couple, wow, a very different build than what I was expecting. But he's got Norscan Ice Wolves. He's got a ton of Javelins, Chariots, Fimir Balefiend with Shadows, Wolfric on a horse, Marauder Horseman into the Sunset. What is this? This is a very different build. Very, very different. And now for the forces here of our boy Zero. He's got Chameleons into the Sunset, which will be pretty much a hard counter against the Horsemasters and Horsemen. Cohorts, which again are another counter against those. Salamanders in the back. Coldland Spear Riders. Krokar, baby! And also we do have a Skink Priest of Beasts on a Giant Stegodon Beast. So the Marauder Horsemen are going to be charging the Skinks, which is going to probably lead to their doom, because the Javelin Overwatch fire should be pretty nasty. And you can see they've taken a lot of damage. Javelins have turned about face. And oh man, these Horsemen, I mean, over here it's going a little bit better, but yeah, the Horsemen just getting shreked by the Javelins. Brutal stuff. I mean, that's definitely a very, very rough start here for the Norskins. Skinks are just so damn good against these things. Granted, the Norscan Ice Wolves are a very solid pick to deal with the Chameleons, and it looks like some of the Chameleons might get pushed off here. Granted, not if this big old Skink Priest has something to say about it. A couple of the doggos do get flipped over there. And will the Chameleons stabilize? It looks like they might. Man, those Skinks are just so annoying to break. And yeah, as far as the initial engagements go, definitely better for the dinos. Many of the Marauder Horsemen have been just Shadow Realmed and are sent running to the hills. And now in the back we have the Umbral Tide preparing, Chariots running through, doing an okay job, poking some of the cohorts. But Krokar is coming. He's out for blood. So far, some of the Horsemen being forced back, Pterodon Riders from Zero chasing them down, which is a very smart play. If he could actually just fly over their head and shoot at them, he might be able to chase both of them off, but I don't think so. It looks like Anticity was able to stabilize this, which is quite nice. Maybe here the Marauder Horsemasters can now chase down the Pterodons and get a little bit of that ground he's lost back. So Krokar and the Skink Legion are advancing. Chariots in the meantime isolating some Skinkos over here, which is a very, very nice play. Here they come. Poor little Skinks are going to get rode down by the Chariots. Down they go. Certainly quite cost-effective. Models just going down super quick. And here we have the Norscan Ice Wolves also getting a pretty good jump here on the Chameleons. A Manticore Summon is going to be used because obviously Norsca is doing a very good job on this flank, collapsing the cohort support, and now getting a little bit further back and going after the Skink Priests and company. We'll see. Marauder Hunters with Javelins are scooting up. Going to get some shots here into the Coldland Spear Riders, which probably are going to want to pull back. Granted, another rough situation here for Zero, as suddenly these Spear Riders are slowed by the Frostbite effect here from the Wolves. And they're taking a lot of Javelin fires. They do try and retreat. I think the Lizards are going to have to rotate some support, maybe pull Krokar over here and prosper. Granted, Salamanders and Skinks certainly unleashing a nice salvo of fire, but I don't know. They're probably going to want to switch onto the Chariots. The Chariots are really doing a huge number, but yeah, if Krokar comes over here with Manticore support, the Coldland Spear Riders might be able to actually win this fight, especially if the Skink Priest gets over here. Norsca, in the meantime, taking a very conservative skirmishing angle. Marauder Horsemen just kind of poking the Powhawks of Sentinels. And yeah, just very much a kiting game. And you can see here the Coldland Spear Riders now charging down the Marauder Hunters. Where is Wolfric? It looks like Wolfric is on horseback, and he's trying to fight the Skink Priest of Beasts. Granted, I don't know how that's going to go for him. Wolfric is kind of the gentleman who I've coined the Wolfric the Wanderer syndrome, where basically it means you're like really powerful in combat, but you have like bad AP values. Excuse me. Oh, chokes on water again. God damn it. So if he's not on like a big mount or something, you're going to have a bad time. Oh, curses. I hate when that happens. Nothing beats that one time on stream, though. where I was like literally coughing for like 5 minutes straight, and I was just like dying. I was like, Anakin, I'm too weak. I can't cast any longer. But the dinos here are able to win this fight, so you can see pushing back the Marauders and the Javelins, and that's a pretty nice pick for sure. Granted, the skirmishing elements of Anticity are more or less intact. After taking the initial beating, he was able to get his horsemen and his throwing axes back, and now they're throwing in quite happily. Granted, I don't know. A little pendulum going down over here as well, which does hit some skinks. Certainly not bad. My concern, though, for the Norskins, I don't know if they're going to have enough stopping power to deal with Krokar and the big skink priest. He does, of course, have throwing axes, but like a little bit low on ammo, and it takes a lot of throwing axes to drag down these big dinos. Like, he doesn't have any of the other traditional kind of anti-large Norscan threats. I mean, the Javelins, I guess, could be quite helpful. Okay. So if he can get the Javelins like fully operational with a throwing axe support, he should be able to drag them down. Currently, the bounce power, I guess, is still Norscan favored, though. But that's the big concern, is dealing with the big dinos, for sure. Javelins coming in. The Frostwolf engagements have been going well, but the Javelins now throwing in once again after the Cold and Spear Riders, who will be rampaging to their doom, most likely. Wolfric is here. Krokar's coming in as well. Sorry about the lag. One of the players might be having some issues. I do not think it's on my end. Yeah, I don't know. Norsca is actually slowly starting to pull apart the lizards here, interestingly enough. It looked like many of the engagements were going much better for the dinos here. Salamander shooting into the riders here. But yeah, I guess there's a ton of javelins on the far side, which have rotated over. Yeah, 4 groups of javelins here is going to be really nasty. That should be enough to bring down like Krokar or the Skink Priest. Granted, Krokar can juke pretty well. Melkos going down basically just to slow him in place. And the Marauder Horsemen now going to be going in for a balls deep attack here onto the Salamanders, which is going to be probably their doom, but that's okay. So the dinos do pull back the bounce power a little bit. It's back to the middle now, so back to even. Krokar still lurking, and Krokar, of course, can certainly manhandle Wolfric when it comes to Wolfric being on a horse. Now, if Wolfric were on a mammoth, it could be a slightly different fight, but he is on horseback, and he's very beat up as well. In the back, we have Marauder Horsemen chasing down Skinks. Really good battlefield awareness here by Anticity, chasing down a lot of these routing units, which in the late game could come back and make a difference, right? And yeah, suddenly you just have a Manticore summon for the Lizards and some Pterodons, and that's pretty much it. Salamanders are still in line, more or less. And that's pretty big. It does give him some counter-skirmishing tools, so he's not completely helpless. Granted, the Norscan troops are much faster. Horsemen have 90 speed, the Hounds have 95, Salamanders have 70 speed, so he should be able to outmaneuver those guys relatively well. Granted, the Ice Wolves are going in after Krokar, interestingly enough, trying to lock him in place. It will be able to nibble some damage off him, not too much. Krokar does have 95 armor, he's certainly no slouch. And the Salamanders are going to be ripping some shots here into the approaching Horsemen. A little bit of Last Samurai action as those guys do get popped in the face. And now we have some Marauders collapsing in on the Umbral Tide. And yeah, with the Umbral Tide going down, that's going to be rough. I think that will give the Norskins a huge advantage because basically, yeah, he's going to probably get pulled apart by all the Javelins. They have so much ammo left, actually. So much ammo left. In the back, what do we have? Pterodons over here. Big overhead view. In the back, we have some more Norscan Riders. Yeah, so many Horsemen are still functional as well. Although I guess, yeah, the last of the Horsemen might be kind of sacrificing themselves over there. So the Norscan Ice Wolves can like Frostbite Krokar. The Javelins can probably bring him down. You can see the bounce power is actually switching into the favor of Anticity, playing a very, very nice unorthodox build here. I'm so used to seeing like Monster Mash style of play with like Mammoths and Frostworms and gooning attempts with Hunter of Champions, but it's a very, very different style of play, which I think is quite cool. So Lizard's still putting up a good fight. I mean, there is a sliver of hope for sure, because none of the stuff here, like, if you can endure the firepower from the Hunters, but I don't know, there's so many of them. The Norscan Wolves are coming. Salamanders are pretty much 100% doomed here, I would imagine. Granted, maybe they can pull back to Krokar and get a terror route to push these guys off, but yeah, if the Frostwolves catch the Salamanders, that's a really, really good option. In the distance, you can see the Pterodons are pushed off by the Horse Masters. And the Norscan Ice Doggos are able to get onto the heels of the Salamanders, which now have 44 speed. It looks like Sea Fang's going to be going down. I think he was trying to time it to catch them if they're running that way. And yeah, you can see they're being forced into Javelins. They're probably going to break here. Oh, stabilizing. Krokar might be able to help here. Krokar, though, himself is very low on HP. And look at the damage coming in here. Man, brutal as the Javelins just bring down this prehistoric beast. This Skink Priest getting worked on. Although almost killing Wolfric, which is quite nice. But that's going to be game, guys. Anticity will win the series 2-1. What a fierce battle, man. He clawed back, losing his first game, and then was able to win 2 in a row. Very, very good performance, for sure. I cannot believe it. He looked like he was losing the early game, but he was able to really just rally his Javelins and play that long attrition game and do it to it. Calamar, thank you so much for the 20 SEK. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for the donation, man. I got you covered. We're going to go strong for you. And thank you guys again for all your support. All right. Anticity wins the series 2-1. And now, my friends, so much pew-pew. Yeah, indeed. Zyphos approves this Norsca build, does he? Yeah, I would imagine he would. I think he's playing some Bannerlord right now. I actually asked him today. All right, so let us go ahead and get Crabbling. So I'm going to go in here, Crabbling and Grombrindle. And Grom. No, he's Undertaker in Discord. It always confuses me. All right, so those guys are going to join. We'll get our next series going. GG. Oh, I just said GG in public chat. There's like all 8 people in there hanging out. So now we're going to go to the next one. Yes. Zero, well played. Well played, man. I was expecting like a blobby monster fight from you guys, and then you both came out with like those kitey builds. It was so strange. But, you know, Zero, I think you really had the early game advantage. You were able to wreck so many of those horsemen with your javelins, but Anticity was able to scrap it back in the late game. It was a really, really solid series. Good games indeed. Well played. I like this format. I think it's fun. A couple best of 3s, just like tournament practice, very casual. Allows me to play a best of 3 as well, which is fun. Keep my skills sharpened. And they're here. Hey. Grom starts with picks and bans. I usually just do the player on the left. And we're going to go on Angui for the first map. All right, so the map is set. Let's go ahead and change the nameplates now that we know who's who and where's where. Grom Brindle, of course, a very solid dwarf player. Also not bad at Norsca, a couple other factions like that. I had a best of 3 against him a couple weeks back too. And now we have Crabling. Crabling, a very, very good player as well. Very active in the tournament scene. Russian player, Crabling. There you go. All right, so we got Crabling versus Gromby here in our series. Yeah, Mole Spaghetti. I'm loving the Bannerlord too. It's really addictive. It's really, really addictive. I itch for it. I'm thinking about doing a Bannerlord stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. The con campaign, I have 5 episodes ready. We just put up the 3rd one just now, like as the stream was going. The con campaign, it's been a lot of fun. But we'll see. Yeah, I might start streaming it. Yeah, Zero, your win with the Clan Eshin build was epic, dude. Yes. So he goes Dwarves and he bans Dark Elves and High Elves. And then Crabling's going to go Chaos. So we did see this matchup earlier. We saw Zero just play this against Anticity. It was a really close game. So we're going to see what Crabling does, what Grombrindle does. It'll be very interesting to see the parallel of playstyles and what they decide to bring. So Crabling says Chaos Undivided in all caps. All right, guys, we have another Heretic match. Hey, Peter Shanks, you're welcome. Also, I just finished playing in a long tournament series, so I'm going to be posting all the games from that. So you'll get to see. Yeah, Ace Sky, I'll try Delegate. Yeah, I usually like to control. Tomorrow's Bannerlord stream might be a multiplayer stream because I don't want to stream my con campaign until we're caught up with the episodes, right? Yeah. So the con campaign will come the next 2 days. I think, so that means if we do 4 and 5, then Thursday will be a Bannerlord campaign stream. Tomorrow will be Bannerlord PvP. Wednesday will be another Total War Warhammer stream. Probably some sort of PvP or 2v2 or King of the Hill. Yeah, that's kind of my schedule. Chaos is always in caps, says Zero. Yeah. Yes. So would you guys be interested in seeing like a Bannerlord PvP stream to see like the different formats? So we could do like a skirmish, we could do a siege battle, we can do a sub-commander where you get to control troops against other players. Would you guys be interested in seeing that? Or would you prefer to see campaign? I mean, otherwise we'll have to wait for it. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Ethereum, I've thought of it. I usually edit that out, actually. Yeah. Yeah, Mole Spaghetti, I did see that, but I don't want to like cheat the game. It kind of like defeats the purpose if there's like an exploit like that. That's like, I'm trying to avoid using exploits in my campaign. Like there's ways and bugs where you can like just get OP armies really fast. And I'm trying to play like a straight narrow game because eventually all the bugs will be patched out. And then if people come back to watch it, it's going to be pointless to see that, right? Yeah. All right, so Crabling is ready. Grombrindle making his final tweaks here. Gromby says, good luck, have fun. We're on Angui, a classic multiplayer map, and we'll see what the Dwarves do against the Warriors of Chaos. Grombrindle, I know his playstyle. He likes to overload on Trollhammers, like just go balls deep and basically snipe the Lords and big monsters and chariots. So I would imagine we'll see at least 2 Trollhammers from him, some Ironbreakers and Longbeards. He might even bring Longbeards with great weapons, actually. We will see. Should be a good time for all. Probably the Warp Chicken from Crabbling. Warp Chicken's good. Sometimes bringing in like a wild Kolek pick can really catch people off guard as well. And the players are loading in. Michael Isaac, more Bannerlord multiplayer. You got it, man. We'll do a PvP stream tomorrow then. Yeah, it's very different than Mordhau London, yeah. The head-to-head stream might be Wednesday or Thursday. We're not sure. I have to message Spartacus and see when he wants to stream. It's up to him. He's usually a little bit more tight on his schedule than I am. He's got a content schedule that's pretty rigid. So yeah, whenever Spartacus is free, we'll do a head-to-head campaign. I don't know. Maybe we'll do head-to-head tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. I want to do a Bannerlord PvP stream, and then maybe Wednesday we'll do the head-to-head with Sparty. I think that's what we originally had planned anyway. So, all right, loading in here, guys, to our first match on this last series. Most spaghetti. That's fair play. That's fair play. So Calamar Cinderpaw, one of the big bugs that currently was in the game for Bannerlord for quite some time was basically you could buy a shop and let it become prosperous, and once it became prosperous, you could sell it for like 300,000 gold. You buy it for 15 or 12 and sell it for 300,000. It was really stupid. I don't know if that's still in the game. Another one is another really abusive way to like get a good elite army quick is you basically, I don't know if they patched this, but what you can do is once you get to clan tier 2, you can create a second party. The second party will basically be one of your characters, right? You create the party, and when you create a party, it gives you a ton of free units. So that party comes with like pretty good elite units. So you create the party, you take all the good units from the party, then you disband it, and then you recreate it again and just get more and more good units. There's like some really ways you can abuse the game. I hope they patch that stuff out because it was pretty dumb. But yeah, I don't know. You still have to pay upkeep on them, of course, but you then just don't have to worry about like recruiting and things like that. All right. Yeah. Ethereum, I'll check it out. Thank you. Bannerlord has Warband had a really, really active multiplayer community for a long time. Warband did. There was like a serious competitive scene. I think I played against one of those guys. I was doing a multiplayer Bannerlord battle, and there was some dude who was like had like 25 kills and like 1 death, like in my like one of my games, and he was just a raid boss. Like I was watching him in between my own deaths, and like he was just like, oh my god, he was like doing backflips in the air and just like blocking everything with just a sword and had no shield. He was like so good. So yeah, there's people who are insanely good at that game. All right, so we're loading in still. Obviously, players connecting from all across the world, connections, all that sort of stuff. So Techno's on. There is kind of a Bannerlord Commander mode in multiplayer. It exists. It's called, oh man, what is it? I forget what it's called, but we'll be playing it tomorrow. But basically, you control an army of troops on the battlefield in multiplayer. It's really fun, I've heard. All right, here we are. It's Gromby facing off against Crabbling. Crabbling going for the new meta, bringing the double Exalted Heroes, who of course are pretty powerful. Not the best AP, but they're still Manticores. They can chase gyros and they don't rampage, so it's kind of cool. He's got a cannon. He's got Grombrindle, the White Dwarf. Front line is going to be mostly Dwarf Warriors. They're not going terribly elite there. In reserves, he does have Longbeards with great weapons and some hammers. Double Dwarven Hammer. Oh man, they're not going to be cowering before chaos today. 2 of those, Dragonback Slayers, guns, and that's pretty much it. So a very minimal gun line. I was completely wrong about his army. He's switched up. He switched up his playstyle. Usually he does use Trollhammers here, but now he's going to be using double Thunderer and double Dwarven Hammer. Very cool stuff. And now for the Forces of Chaos, we have Chariots. No surprise there. They are going to be the Gorby's Chariots. All right, so we got Chaos Warriors with great weapons and Marauders into the Sunset. No surprise. Double Manticore, Sartorial, and it looks like a Gorby's Chariot. So man, this is a wide army, and it looks like instead of regular chariots, Crabbling has opted to get the Gorby's Chariot. So we'll see if they make a big difference. Man, that is a wide army. A very wide army. Just like filled with like cost-effective AP troops. I mean, not the Marauders as much, but of course Chaos Warriors are very, very scary here. Is it Marauders? I could have sworn there's some Chaos Warriors mixed in. There are. So the Warriors are in the middle. He does have almost looks like Chosen from the distance. Nope. So we'll see if he can stop the onslaught of Chaos. The Dwarven Hammer Boys certainly should put a good hammering on the Chaos Warriors if they're able to get into combat. We'll see. In the back, he is hiding the Norgerling's Iron Breakers. So it seems like that's a bit of a trend. A lot of Dwarf players have been doing this in games I've been casting. They basically just hide the Iron Breakers in the back and, blasting charge Horsemen, Hounds, Cannon shooting into the Exalted Hero. And he does take a cannonball to the face, taking about 200 damage right there. Certainly not bad by any stretch of the imagination. And the cannons are still shooting, but now Crabbling is aware of this, and he is going to be juking pretty effectively, going back and forth. The Dwarves prepare for the advance. The Warp Chicken is going to be going in first, I'm sure, to take the initial beating for Tzeentch. Of course, he is a greater demon of Tzeentch, certainly not messing about. And the cannons have switched downtown, going after the Gorby's chariot now. Grombrindle is going to be rushing up to meet the chicken in combat, and the Dwarven guns are shooting into the Exalted Hero. Now, will he use a flash bomb right away is the question. Now, Gromby gets in there, and he actually hits the chicken, so the chicken does take a little bit of damage. Gromby does not take damage back. So far, a decent trade. Thunders are now shooting into the Exalted Heroes, but now it's going to get pretty scary. Those Exalted Heroes are going to be pouncing onto the gunline units. The chariots are collapsing on the flank, and this is where it gets very messy for the Dwarves. Are they going to be able to really cover this and deal with this? Chariots slamming into every side. The Hammerers are going to rush up, but Hammerers aren't going to be great. I mean, Exalted Heroes can simply just run from them and not care, right? Scary stuff. Honestly, I feel like Crabling is going to have a really good match here. Like, I feel like the flanks are going to be collapsed. The Dwarven Hammerers will do okay, but the Exalted Heroes are able to just run away. Unless he leaves them in combat, I don't see that going too badly. Gorby's chariot charging into the very elite Dwarven Hammerers. Certainly a painful situation for the Dawi, as those guys do charge in there. And the Dwarven guns over here are very heavily beaten down. Final transmutation being used. Nice one right there. It hits the Hammerers as well as the gunline units. Now the Slayers are rushing up to try and intercept the Exalted Hero and keep him off the artillery piece, as are the Norgrimlings, which I would imagine will use blasting charges to try and fend these guys off. So here we have some frontline fighting. It's actually not going bad. Gorby's chariot is taking a bit of damage because they are staying in combat here with the Dwarven Hammers, and if they do, they'll certainly get beaten down. The Dwarven Hammer boys, they pack a punch. Exalted Hero being pulled away, jumping on top of the Dwarven guns over here, and yeah, really doing a lot of damage. It looks like Chaos is pulling ahead very, very quickly early in this game, as pretty much all the Dwarven gun pieces are compromised. Granted, Gromby's still here, but the Exalted Hero play has been very solid. Why is that guy slow-mo? Did you guys see that? That Exalted Hero was like slow motion. In the back, blasting charges coming into the front, saturating into the Chaos Warriors, doing some good damage as the Dwarf Warriors fight tooth and nail to hold. Dwarven Hammer, the Peak Gate Guards, they're actually very elite, are up to 29 kills, have been able to put a decent dent here in the Chaos Warriors, but still themselves are taking a lot of damage from Gorby's chariots and other things like that. So Grombrindle going after the Turkey, certainly a bit of a wet noodle contest, as he does do magic damage as well, and the Turkey has massive magic resist. Not going to be great for him. Ungrim certainly would hit a little bit harder, but Ungrim does not have the smoke bomb, which is the reason why you take Gromby. In the back, the cannon is shut down. Norgrimling's Ironbreakers are in good shape. Slayers are forced into combat here against Chaos Warriors, which is pretty much a disaster. And the Dwarven gun pieces are just being overwhelmed. Here you have the Gorby's chariots running these dwarves down. And yeah, I don't know, it's looking pretty rough. Like, even though the balance is somewhat even, I just don't see how the dwarves can win this at this point. I mean, I know we kind of may have looked that way in the earlier game we saw, but the Exalted Heroes are just going balls deep. They're just everywhere. The threats of the Exalted Heroes, of the chariots, like, you kind of need some Alpha Strike damage, and I feel like the Thunders should have been extra Slayers and or gun pieces. You need the Troll Hammers to really pound these big things. You need the Thunderers for that steady damage, and I feel like Gromby's army, the Hammer Boys, just were not doing it. I mean, yeah, they fought in the front line, but I mean, they more or less traded evenly with Chaos Warriors, and even some of them are being dragged down by Marauders. It's just, it's not a winning formula for sure. And here we have the last fight here of the Dragonback Slayers and some Ironbreakers, and the White Dwarf doing a good job, but the Exalted Heroes, the thing is they're going to be able to cycle charge the White Dwarf and kill him eventually. There's two of them. They can come from two angles, they can cycle charge. I would imagine that Crabling is also saving up a final transmutation as well, which he's going to be able to drop and just do brutal damage for sure. Smoke Bomb, I think, may be going down. Yes, it is. Or Flash Bomb is active. The Peak Gate Guard are doing a nice rear charge here, so Gromby's still scrapping, despite the fact that he's on the ropes, but the other group of Dwarven Hammers only got 87 kills, and you can see they're kind of being dragged down by lower tier troops, which is really unfortunate. Dwarven Hammers are a very strange unit. I feel like one of the weaker units on the roster. In campaign, they're good, but in terms of cost effectiveness and multiplayer, I feel like they certainly are not up to the task. So here you can see Gromby the White Dwarf is going to be trying his best, balance of power massively here in the favor of Crabling and Chaos. And some of the Dwarf guns have come back, which is quite a boon. But the Gorby's Chariot should be able to slam in there, and 39 kills here and 37 here. It almost makes you wonder if the Gorby's Chariots are like the ones you should bring. I mean, regular Chaos Chariots allow you to bring more Marauders as well. But the Peak Gate Guard coming in, they're gonna go out with a bang here as Grombrindle the White Dwarf charges. The mighty Rune Axe of Grimnir. Will it be enough to slay the great demon of Tzeentch? Probably not this time, but I'm sure Grombrindle will fade into to the shadows and then reappear when the dwarves need him most, as he does in the lore. But Chaos has too much. The Exalted Heroes are just really, really strong here. I don't know why I didn't bring Mark of Khorne, though. It does put him up over 500 weapon strength, but I guess he was really probably quite tight on money. Gromby getting charged again by these two elite characters. The dwarves are holding here, though. Ironbreakers and Peak Gate Guard, certainly units that you're going to have to kill to almost the last man to get them off the battlefield. Gorby's Chariot charging in, though, is able to break the Peak Gate Guard. Ironbreaker's, of course, going to be a little bit trickier to break, but that is going to be game in a matter of seconds. Army losses will strike, and that is going to be game 1 going to Crabling. I just don't see how the White Dwarf, Grombrindle in both faction as well as namesake, is going to be able to pull this one out. I just don't think so. Gromby's trying his hardest. Ironbreakers are doing their thing, but when the Exalted Hero gets back here, he is going to be able to swiggity swooty all over Grombrindle, and we'll see how that goes. Gorby's charging in once again, does run over Gromby. Flash Bomb is activated to slow that beast down. This would be a pretty insane comeback, but yeah, I think there's chaos all over the battlefield. Yeah, Chaos Warriors here. Chaos Warriors and Marauders who are all in pretty good shape. The Exalted Hero's coming in, going for the goon. Grombrindle has no fear. Really fighting tooth and nail, a true dwarf player. But you can see his army's only unbreakable for a period of time, so he could get hit with army losses here, but his army would keep fighting because of the unbreakable. But the cycle charging here is just very, very strong. Plus you have the big bird and the chariot still coming in. These guys are actually shaking right now, so as soon as that wears off, they're going to go back to their negative 40. Yeah, army losses. Army losses on those guys, I think. Army losses here, and that is game 1. 0. Not 0. I saw 0. I saw chaos, and I was like, 0. Crabling is victorious in his first game. Well played. Certainly dismantled that dwarf build very effectively. And his build was very nice. The Exalted Heroes, I think, are a very nice inclusion. Mobile, they don't rampage, and can take out dwarf characters and value pieces. All right. So let us go ahead and update the scorecard. Crabling is up 1-0 here in this best of 3. And now we'll be going on to the next match. Very good. And let's go ahead and put them on, oh my god, the crossroads. We'll do the Alpine Ridge. We'll see what Crabling can do. Can he close out the series? Yeah, the hammers just aren't great. Yeah. Longbeards with Guard Weapons are so much more cost effective. I agree 100%. It was a really good build with Lich 109. I agree. I agree. And we'll see what they pick here for the next match. So now Crabling is on the pick and ban, so he'll pick and ban 2. And then we'll see what Undertaker brings here. Can't play his beloved Dwarves again. So we're going to see if he can win with one of his off races, although I'm pretty sure he's good at several factions. So we'll see what he brings. Oh yes, hydration. That's what plants crave. We got ourselves a nice little Apocalypse Brita filter, which has been good, saving us money. I don't know if it actually filters anything, but I frankly don't care. I'll drink tap water all day. I just don't care. Hey, Turin, when are you doing another campaign? I'm going to finish my Queek campaign this week. I'm not sure when that'll be, so stay tuned for that. Maybe like Thursday, Friday. But yeah, we'll see. We will see indeed. And yeah, as far as Bannerlord campaigns, those are going to be going up every day for the next couple days. V-Claw says you can't do that anymore. Let's see, he says, I'm pretty sure dwarves can pull off more elite builds as well. Yeah, they kind of can. It's hard, though, against Chaos. Like, Warp Chicken is such a bunker buster. I mean, even though Final Transmutation, Cycle Charging from Exalted Heroes, like, it's pretty tough for, like, elite infantry dwarf boxes. I think in some matchups they can. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, the dwarves did pretty well. And honestly, the first game we had with dwarves it was a good one. So Gromby's going to go Bretonnia. Okay, so Crabling goes Greenskins, he bans Tomb Kings and High Elves. And now Grombrindle goes for a Bretonnia pick, which again is, I think it's Greenskin favored. The Ragnarok Spiders are really, really strong here. But Bretonnia can certainly win it. It's not unwinnable. And now that Gotrek is here, you can bring him, and he can usually help deal with the big spider as well. So it's winnable for both sides. Horus Heresy 1982, thank you for becoming a member here on the channel. Really appreciate it. And yeah. That is awesome, man. Thank you so much, Horus Heresy. I'm a big fan of the Heresy, and the books and all that sort of good stuff. I'm currently reading Lords of Silence, actually, the book about Death Guard. It's pretty fun. Are you going to do another poll for what race you play? So Dented Armor, yes, I will do another poll. But yeah, you're actually going to get a campaign on Wednesday, probably, against Spartacus. Yeah. Yeah, the Crusader, the next campaign episode, I just put it up. So during the stream, I posted it. So if you want to see that, it's up for you when you're ready. Gromby, I know, Gromby coming in hot. He's a dwarf main, but I don't know if I've seen him play Bretonnia. Horus Heresy, thanks again, man. Whose side were you on in the Heresy? Now we load in, perhaps? No, Bretonnia is still picking here, crabbling as well. I really want to click and look at their builds, but of course I don't want to have to use the dreaded screen blocker, so we will abstain from that. We will abstain. Snotling pump wagons, I hope we get those someday. Why are Dark Elves rarely thirsty? They're often well hydrated. Oh, dude, that's a good one, Optimus Pine. Nice, dude. That was solid. That was solid. You know what? Let me message Sparty right now, actually. I'll shoot him a message. We'll get the official confirmation here on stream. I know he's lurking. You still want head-to-head on Wednesday? So I'm in our head-to-head campaign. I think I might be playing Malice Darkblade, and he's going to play. I don't know. We're deciding right now. We're doing a Warhammer campaign versus Spartacus. You can't do head-to-head campaigns in Mountain Blade. Tracker, it's hard to say because he has exponentially more campaign experience than I do. But again, I think I would have a huge advantage in battles. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It's a hard question. It's a hard question, Tracker. It would really depend on like what AI armies I got to control early, or if that's how we did it, right? Yeah, but like he has much more campaign knowledge and experience than I do, hands down. All right, so they're ready. Turin, are you ready for this? Yes, I am, Crabbling. Let us go forth and conquer and see how this goes. Should be a good old jolly time. Greenskins versus Bretonnia. Perhaps the mighty Green Knight will make an appearance with Gotrek to kill the big spiders. That's actually not a bad combo. You bring Green Knight, you bring Gotrek and Fey Enchantress, and then you get regrowth on those characters, and they can really kill the big spiders for sure. It takes some time, but great. Players are loading in, and I'll just minimize and hang out with you guys in chat. Can you make a Death Star as Bretonnia? Zimmerix? Yes, you can. Basically, Grail Knight, Fey Enchantress, Death Stars are a thing. Not in every matchup, but circumstantially they can be decent. We've seen, we saw it a couple weeks back, where it actually was able to beat Tomb Kings. It was pretty crazy, and it was like a good Tomb Kings player too. It wasn't like a Scrabodia. I am the Lord of Scrabodia. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, players are loading. We'll continue to hang out here. Well, it depends. So yeah, V-Claw, the thing is like, I have been playing on Legendary campaigns, so I can certainly hang in that difficulty, but if I were to get a battle early where maybe I could control a good AI army and kill his army, then I would have a chance. But in terms of just out like macro, he has like probably like 50 times the experience I have. So yeah, obviously it's tricky. But in terms of campaign or battle micro, I would be fine. Yeah, I saw the final episode of Astartes for sure. Lich 109, have you ever considered playing Mordheim? I haven't, no. You see, if people in the channel would enjoy watching some Mordheim, I would. All right, guys, we're here in the battle. Let us take a look. Savage Orcs, Skulkers, Black Orcs, a pretty heavy metal front line. Black Orcs, of course, pretty hard to kill, immune to psychology, good AP values. A lot of the Bretonnian heavy cav, aside from questing knights, don't, of course, have good AP values, so the Black Orcs can really endure. A couple archers in the back. We do have some pigs, Broken Tusk Mob with Wurzag, Arachnarok Spider, and yeah, it's a nice little army. Very, very high and tight here for the forces of the Greenskins. And Crabbling. Gromby currently on the ropes. He's got peasant mobs. A bunch of knights. Let's see what he's got. So he's got companions, questing knights. Yeah, so, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, that's going to be good against Black Orcs for sure, and potentially decent against the Spider if he can get a good surround using the companions, which I like quite a bit. 4 groups of the peasant bowmen, and it looks like foot squires and men-at-arms into the sunset. So that is pretty much it. And for his leadership here, he does have Rapunzel, as well as a Damsel of Life, the Iron Lady, coming to try and smite the Pig Lord. This is going to be fun. Gromby certainly not letting us down, bringing a very fun build. The front line is quite literally just peasant mobs, so I think he's going to just charge in with his questing knights and try and hammer down. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, battle is underway. And here we go. Let us see how this goes. Peasant bowman. Peasant bowman. Let's get this party started. So now, the Bretonnians, I would be a little bit hesitant to advance. I would probably just kind of sit back here and use your archers because it's going to be an awkward angle if they like engage up here on the hill, especially since the Greenskins are going to get to the high ground first. I have the high ground, Rapunzel. So we'll see what happens. It looks like a frontal charge is coming in from questing knights. Going to be shrekking some goblins pretty good. They do throw their fanatics, but also get punted pretty hard, taking massive shock damage on impact. And look at this, all the archers actually going after the spider. I wasn't sure what he would shoot here, but it looks like he is going to opt to put all of his firepower into the spider. Rapunzel is fighting in the pits, and Rapunzel can honestly turn and attack the spider as well. Looks like an effigy. Nice effigy right here going down on the companions. Oh no, a huge misplay. Sending those guys into their doom. Savage Orcs, Broken Tusk Mob, and the companions, the very expensive unit here, are being crumped horribly. So really, really good start here for Krablin. He's able to just get massive value here on the Broken Tusk Mob. And yeah, the companions are not pulling back. Grombrindle, a little bit of a lapse in micro there. He also leaves Questing Knights in combat here with Nasty Skulkers and Wurzag. I think this battle is going to be a very quick one. I think the Greenskins are going to win this. Pretty much all the Questing Knights have been crumped. The Spider's like full health. It's very much a finesse match with Bretonnia. Like, it's very difficult. You have to like be really on point with your Cav micro, and I think Gromby's been dropping a little bit over here. I mean, these two Questing Knights just getting dunked on is brutal. I mean, the other one's losing to the Broken Tusk Mob over here. That is certainly not a good situation. Now, the archers are still firing, but Spider summons here. Goblins are pouring through. Maybe if Rapunzel and the archers can like kill that Spider somehow, but then you have to deal with the Black Orcs. Like, they must be in good shape too. Yeah, more or less healthy here. Black Orcs over here, I think, are in good shape, beating down the Beast Slayers, which, again, is a horrible matchup for the Beast Slayers. Granted, Wurzog's trapped, actually. A little bit of a misplay here from Krablin. If he lets Wurzog go down, that could be a way back in, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Wurzog is going to have enough help from his pigs nearby to really peel that one off. And the Beast Slayers, you know, trying to fight Black Orcs, not a great situation again. And Rapunzel, the Iron Lady, stands atop the hill with some Questing Knights, actually. Yeah, maybe if they can get the Spider, that would be a way back for Bretonnia. I'm really a big fan of Fey Enchantress in this matchup, too. Being able to get the big drains on all the Greenskin stuff is very, very powerful. But yeah, the Spider's kind of getting crumped a little bit. Archers are still shooting, but it looks like some Night Goblins have gotten into the Archers. Up on the high ground, the Cav for Bretonnia have been crumped pretty good. And it looks like, boys, it might be a proper crumpin'. We'll see. Let us hear a wah in chat if you guys want the Greenskins to win. Krablin charging in with Wurzog, who himself has pretty good AP values. But Rapunzel, the not-so-Iron Lady, her fervent desire for battle here, apparently squandered by the giant Spider. And that's going to be a quick one. I don't see the Bretonnians going from here. I think Gromby was a little bit too careless with his Cav. The Questing Knights just all got sacrificed into extremely inefficient trades. And from here, the big old Spider is going to be fine. And the pigs are still here. Wurzog's still here. There's a couple Bretonnian archers in the back. But it looks like our boy Krablin is going to be claiming victory in this best-of-3 series. I don't know if Grombrindle... I've ever seen him play Bretonnia before, so maybe he just brought it as like a surprise pick today to try and please you guys. The Ragnarok Queen charging in. Oh, Brainbuster, that's so good right there. Nice, hits the Beast Slayers and the Peasant Mobs. Good value. Peasant Archers are kiting, but being chased down by a bunch of wild hogs now. The squealing, haggard Greenskins charge in on their pigs. And now a lot of that, of course, was Krablin playing very well. Like, he was really on point with all of his snares, all of his smoke bombs, which is essential. It's indeed true. Krablin is going to win. 2-0 there, and perfect timing. Right as my internet starts to lag, we finish. So yeah, I see my bitrate like spiking all over the place, guys. So we just finished that. This is perfect timing. All right. We got a big old wah in chat from V-Claw, Arisidamos, the boys. Everyone's going ham. Yeah, the lag is kicking in now, so it's a perfect time. We just finished the stream, so couldn't ask for much better. All right, guys. Thank you so much for today's stream. It was an absolute blast. I had a really good time with you guys. Good timing to end the stream. We actually just finished, and the lag appears to have subsided, but nonetheless, we are done for the day. So thanks again to all the players for coming in, from myself and King of the Dead, Anticity and Zero, Krablin and Grombrindle. Remember, go back and watch those other series. They're really, really good, tight games if you want to go check them out. The first two, yeah, really went to game 3, and this one, of course, a little bit quicker, but still good games nonetheless. Got to see some really, really good builds. The Crabbo did indeed stabbo. He did. Thanks to the mods for helping out, as always. We did not have to deal with any of the foul Slanesh bots today, which was quite nice. And thanks to you guys for all your donations. Really appreciate it. From Lich109, we have Horus Heresy becoming a member. Michael Isaac, Calamar Cinderpaw, thank you so much. Titanius Angel Smith, Bambi with a fat erect 50, thank you, dude, so much. Rando Howard, Major Mula becoming a member. Awesome, dude. Awesome stuff. And then Italian Spartacus and Jakub. Jankuya, my friend. Jankuya Bardzo. And Spencer Galland. Thank you guys so much. Remember, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I know a lot of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, but please do so. It definitely helps me out quite a bit. Drop a like on the way out if you don't mind for these glorious battles. And on that note, yes, thank you, guys. Horus Heresy, thanks for becoming a member as well. Really appreciate it. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoy these best of 3s. This is going to be pretty standard for new formats going forward. I think just getting a couple